but that's not the discussion. And granted, you know, Ambi got those kills because of his team.
Yeah.
He was enabled by his team. It's not just Ambi walk in all by himself, kills everybody.
Yeah.
Generational game at the end of the day.
Faze versus Falcons. Falcons without Shaiko, still in the tournament. Will they go out at the same time, or will they prevail? Former world champions against. He was floating in kickoff. You were sleeping, bro. But he always floats in an A, bro. Bro, how many times do you think I've watched? Yeah, how many times do you think I've rooted for a matey and watched Ambi just drop his fucking nuts on their head, bro? This shit happens all the time.
Especially in the beginning of this SR roster. Literally, if like Ambi didn't drop like 18, they didn't win. But the thing is, he was dropping like 18 like every fucking almost every game.
Bro, I don't know why my chat thinks I think like Ambi's like a bad player. Like, bro, I've always thought Ambi was good. Yeah.
They played a heck of a lot of club at the start of this year, and it sort of tailed off a little bit.
Bro, I've always thought Ambi was good. I just said that didn't have him top 10. I had him like top 20, but that propelled him for me in the top 10.
These two teams aren't necessarily massive.
You always downplay him. I don't remember the last time I talked about him. Oh, wait, this is D1 Troll. Never mind. This is like top 10. I need a VIP D1 Troll. Hold on. He's doing a good job rage baiting me today. He hit me like 3 times in the rage bait.
Focus on playing your game.
VIP D1 Troll.
That is where sometimes that, you know, only playing 3-4 maps can hurt you a little bit. If you're so focused on refining your game, if you don't have something to give you an edge, maybe you struggle. But that's the thing with FaZe. They always just play their game. It's been 3 years of playing their game, and they've won 2-6 invitationals, made every main stage, and only gone out in the quarters, what, 1 time in 3 years? Falcons today think they might just be the team
Iran's trying to fucking
and given how they played so far,
recreate what D1 created. You're not him, bro. You're not him, bro.
Falcons going to be starting off here on the attack. Downstairs we go, as is tradition here
with
Clubhouse.
Nothing. I'm talking, they're having a rage bait competition in my chat because I just VIP'd someone for successfully rage baiting me 3 times today.
And Cash, and of course just making sure that that garage catwalk is locked off as well. Some real time-wasting operators being brought.
Killer facing in the subject as appreciate it, man.
Oh,
this is a good question. If Troy wins this major, is he the GOAT?
Just to stop you from being able to just plainly walk on in, which is likely
3 different rosters.
Do you think it requires an SI, or do you think a major is enough?
And Leaky Fact doesn't need too much of an
Bro, there's another person winning anything going negative 600.
That's true.
That is also valid.
And basically, since the loss of Shaiko, we've seen that kind of the ability to take those 1v1s.
I mean, I think people already still call him the fucking like. Well,
yeah.
I think like the new gens would like. Because you have to think that with Stomp becoming the league, there's so many new faces to pro league, and all they see is Troy getting fucking dogs. They don't know like the actual lore. And like, if you, I feel like if you know comp,
with the FMG9, he gets that first pick.
Andy's fighting this?
It would definitely cement it, you know.
Andy's staying?
Just outside.
Yeah.
Lucy will drop down. Spends 1B trying to get that roamer, and FaZe feel confident in their
Flex reinforced them. They had 2 reinforcements for blue? Wait, the whole side is
no triple wall. Dude, this is no. This is what old Furia would do all the time. They wouldn't even have blue rotates. They would just run around. They literally would just run around.
What the fuck?
And you would think, oh, dude, they're all outside. Let's hit the side. You run down blue, and there's like, where's the rotates? And you just fucking bog down through one door.
Holy shit, bro.
That's a big pushing power for
Brazil.
They just double reinforced search. They literally set up. They just set up the whole site in the middle of the round.
Scanner, but Uzus also, both of his Dokkaebi calls likely intact for this execute. With all the Bs as well to flood down blue, you would like the Blackbeard. The Falcons have a lot of primary
They have a good bunker set up here.
This a workable execute. But given that's a 5v5 on site, you've got the F-Knots, you've got the Zotos, you've got a C4 and Vulcan packs as well. They still have some work to do before this site is ripe for the taking.
There is a little bit of going on inside the kitchen now, and Breedy is going to exasperate that problem for the players of FaZe that are looking to dig in a little bit below. Still a minute left on the clock, so no real cause for concern. But Leaky Fact already challenging short and getting himself into Moto.
Just creeping on in, potentially 2 kills could go his way. Got info on one on blue, KDS turns his back.
Big walk.
Understandable.
Efax, big walk.
Oh, Cyber can be peeked from that angle.
Oh my god, Efac! Oh my god!
Dude, no way.
Oh.
Wait, whoa, hey.
Yo, production.
Hey, go back.
As the man himself picked back up.
Go back.
Only 30 seconds to go.
Efac finally goes down.
He's easily burned by the Vulcan pack. The heat a bit too much for Solid Snake.
No, wait.
Going in the black box
though.
plant.
He kills his moto guy.
With 20
black
seconds
box
to close
plant.
this out. Souls is just 1 HP. The easiest kill of your lives. We've seen a lot of crazy plays from Faze in blue.
Holy shit, EFAC just fucking... EFAC just
Falcons
ran
need to start
over
off
that
strong.
team,
Winning
bro.
the first
Holy
is about as good
shit.
as you can
Bro,
get.
you actually love to see that right as you fucking start out
just walking in. And what do we see happen?
4K.
You place that utility out on the map.
You know, like
from
the whole
because you think you've got the kill
discussion about like whenever you're a pro, you play,
We've got 2 minutes to hold
and
on
then like there's so much pressure, and then you get the first kill.
Yeah.
You get the first kill, and it's just so much. It's like, oh, you know, I'm on the board, you know, blah blah blah. It's not gonna be fucking awful last game.
Walks down main stairs, straight
Coming
through
in and
short.
dropping
Doesn't need to
4.
play around with Churchwall too much. It's already reinforced for him. He's got a clear
Yeah,
line to
that
get
guy,
straight
like,
into Moto.
that's the
And
guy.
Information from the bees, the backstab from Solotov, coming down those blue stairs and giving him everything that he needs. Opened it right up there. No rotate.
Oh, good coordination. Bailiff and
Wow.
Kick at the same time.
Big 4K from LickyFac out in round 1.
Good mental. W mental vibes, bro. Already up the rim.
Down in the opening pick. So now, Faze move up, try CCTV, go through the motions, go through the normal site rotation. Sometimes we'll see Gem. In this case, it'll be the other. Got a little bit of an extension, I imagine, with Souls
accolades.
bringing that
Yeah.
castle.
I would probably
This is
still have
focused over on
Cyber,
the
but
bedroom side, I believe.
that is crazy. Like
Falcons lock in their
4
picks.
different rosters, 4
This is
different
an
eras,
annoying
4
lineup,
different
isn't it?
S tiers.
I think they're both quite annoying
Jesus,
lineups, really, aren't they? If you think about it, you've not got all of the really annoying defenders in there. You've got a couple.
Mira, Zabi,
scattered
Ben,
through.
Montaigne,
The Mute in
Capital,
particular
Ben,
becoming
Capital, Ben,
increasingly
always
more annoying
good.
because of these global abilities and because of how much safety the Mute Jam provides. But like you say, it's on the side of the attack. It isn't going to matter though.
Oh
2 for
my,
2
dude,
on opening deaths for
Joom. Back-to-back rounds, opening pick by Cyber, and he's been on such crucial ops.
Yeah.
EV and
But
Ying.
again, look at EFAC. He's about to walk up main stairs here.
He's got the Soliton scanner too. He can find both of these guys. But if it's already been droned out early, all EFAC has to do.
No wub? No wub
F2
anywhere?
in hand is
Wait.
creep
Yo,
up
EFAC is
and
feeling
take
it.
his moment when it arises.
EFAC is feeling it, bro.
Don't shoot the default. Trust your instincts. He catches his
Oh my
own
god, the
trigger.
awareness! The awareness,
Army
bro!
over in bedroom right now, but still struggling against 2 different
Oh,
weapons.
shit.
Look at his
Running out of
movement. He's
support.
actually so slippery,
Cyber's
bro.
been a big player on the defense, not only for Faze this round.
Oh!
Part of it. I think EFAC saw Ambi do some crazy work earlier on Solid Snake and thinks he can make it happen, but Cyber, a one-man army as well. Opposite sides of the second floor, putting Falcons in the 2v2.
I mean,
EFAC is feeling it, bro.
A lot of it's come off the back of Cyber. LickyFac has found so much space and value out of that.
I actually love that.
At
That
the
means this
moment,
game is
and
going to be a
he would have been screaming
slugfest.
for
Or should be a
support. And as the
slugfest.
support was trying to get there,
Yes,
Cyber was just cutting them down along the way. Still a 2 versus 2 and plenty of time left. But look at the HP
Wait,
advantage.
I feel like,
2 impacts
are
on
we gonna
both
be,
Faze
we're gonna be
players
rooting
at
for
the
opposite
moment.
teams next
Even
game,
that
right?
alone is
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
are,
enough to
because you're a
send
DZ
EFAC
fan.
into the grave.
I don't really care.
A strong
Oh, damn, you
breeze
hate
is
Nick
enough to
Jr.,
send
huh?
EFAC into an early
Well,
grave and
the
I
maybe-
mean, ex-teammate, but the hot and cold storyline is like...
They should try.
EFAC is just feeling it.
Back in flow state.
Tell
First
me he's
2
thinking of
rounds of
something to do. Ash,
Clubhouse, this
appreciate you,
man is finding every
I think you're a little
gap.
bit behind me, I can't lie.
Slightly.
Is he on the same setup Ambi was playing on?
I should have stopped reacting that round. I
Is
can
that
tell.
the secret sauce? We just got like a NASA computer in that third spot.
They trade
Vamos fazer
keyboards.
as peças combinando pouco de recurso com queimar a parede, tá ligado? Então dessa aí a gente vai fazer uma moça da garagem com
Damn.
cadê de...
I really thought maybe
de
FaZe
tubarão,
might have like not
e
done
de-
the
de
fall
bait,
asleep
vai
after
começar
winning your
a
last
deixar o
SI
chefe lá da
simulator.
parede...
Wait,
da
it's 2 rounds, man.
Ele
Let's
já
fucking
faz o-
relax.
faz- faz
Yeah,
os
but that's the whole
lados. Quando
point.
tem aquela
You gotta sell the
smoke,
game
e o
that
Souls
way.
pode pegar a mais, fechou?
Qual Bambis?
Translate this
Vou
fat.
pegar
L
agora.
translator.
Eu vou pra
Bro,
capela, a gente
chat.
pode
Don't
bater
fucking speak
a
Portuguese.
ideia de jogar um pouco mais lá recuado e tal. Só que quando ele tá fazendo aquela parada de esconder a vaca no teu. Nosso grupo chama do bomb. Tranquilo?
Tá.
E agora, o bombe do dinheiro, cara, a gente tem que segurar ali aquela parada que a gente combinou do cara não ter subido, né? Mas provavelmente agora pode ser outra
Bora.
play.
Bora.
Então, bora.
The thing about this Faze roster at Majors that I want to talk about is really quite relevant, considering what we've seen in these first 2 rounds. When they have struggled, it has been against underdogs, who usually go on to lose the major, might I add. Go all the way back to Copenhagen, it was a crazy run from
Win the
Volts and
major or
Nets.
lose the
Wow.
major?
Go all the way back to Atlanta.
Dude, it was pretty
Logan
cool.
and
The
Maya were
Brid,
having some of the best
LickyFac
games we've ever seen
fucking
on an
3-2-1
international
killed
stage.
Each guy.
Manchester, you get Gunner putting in a crazy performance, and now what do you know? A couple years later in another May major, EFAC is what, 7-1 in the first 2 rounds against Faze? It is much too early days to call
16,
anything.
15,
Falcons
14,
pick after
14,
all.
13.
No,
But in a day of individual performances, that has
Take
been
him to something
Faze's
to add,
Achilles
appreciate
heel
that.
at majors past.
It wasn't too early for Faze to call the tactical timeout, wanting to try and stop that bleeding, recognizing defensive rounds are ripe for the taking here on Clubhouse. 2 rounds, by the way, where Faze have got the opening pick and still failed to convert onto it. Something that Falcons have put quite a lot of focus on and have been very good at is that opening engagement. And I was kind of keeping my eye out for if they were going to play similarly today. And I'm sure as we get into the series, we may see a little bit more of that over on Chalet. But the main takeaway at the moment, 4 versus 2 rounds, 4 versus 5.
Wait, dude, EFAC is already
big
just
performances, not only from EFAC, but also
EFAC
Brunei
game,
as well, hitting that
EFAC
2-0.
Cyber been good as well with this 4-2. The only main performer for Faze so far, 3K in the last round, and that's 75% of the work he's done. It's been a dominant performance, and EFAC with another one. This man could not miss
This
a
guy's
timing.
floating.
If you broke
Holy
every
shit.
clock
That's
in
also
the world,
Cyber, bro. That's their roamer.
My predictions are
every
fucked,
path
bro,
been
but this
figured
is
out, and for
amazing to
Cyber
watch,
in
bro. Like,
particular,
holy shit.
one of, if not the best defensive players on Faze at this tournament, being able to nail down basically the one in the 4+1 of Faze's setup is of the utmost importance.
Jacuzzi wall now opened as well, as Bride is going to be rocking that Maverick torch. Can make a couple of murder holes as well, give a line of sight in onto bathroom, few shots exchanged. Souls still managing to keep himself alive here and conscious of the push coming from elsewhere.
And you're looking for an EFAC underneath.
Good at with the advantage when they've had it. Granted, not in this game, but previous.
Converting to Logi.
Squeezing.
Andy.
EFAC, he's a digital.
Andy,
EFAC,
yep,
no.
yep, good fight by Handy right there.
Leaky Fac, and well, he's going to fall.
He's going to fall, but Solotov's going to
Molotov
move quickly
in
in.
sight, 3v3.
Realizing the loss in presence
rapid?
for
Is it rapid?
Falcons, he
Okay.
tries to compensate with timing.
Big
Sprinting over
positioning
the
by
shield,
Vita
but
King
Big
right
King
here.
for the retake. Lining up the second as Solotov's position, well known at this point. Displaced deeper in the bedroom, and he's not finding the gaps that
okay
Licky
still,
Fac
this
has
is
hit
rough.
so far. He's got information. That can
Oh
make it
my
work.
God,
Handy
Handy.
free firing like that. June's
Oh
position
my God,
revealed.
KDS.
And June quickly dispatched. Faze with their first after the tack timeout, and finally an answer for Falcons.
Well, I saw good rage bait earlier.
Changing the pace of the game at the moment.
Fet, not gonna lie, you are such a weirdo. You switch up every time you see a new team win. Freak you. This is not even rage bait. Honestly, it's just weird. I mean, yeah, because it's not switching up. It's just called like if a team does well, they're good. Like I'm just calling it how it is. Like
the Grand Canyon of gaps anymore in this Phase defense.
I don't root for like the only time I root for people was like M80 or like the M80 players, bro. Like M80 players, hot and cold, spirits. That team with them before, but like otherwise.
Nice little double kills and everything.
They're good because they won. Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't think anybody's surprised with Faze banning Solid
just
Snake
observing.
against the guy who has
And we're
got
tweaking
8
that, bro.
kills
You don't
on
need to respond to
Solid Snake through 3 rounds. And again, in all seriousness, one of the most powerful ops in the game as well. I think Faze, not really any other option to ban going into the second half. On the flip side, taking on the Bandit, Falcons will face some, at least, less resistance from the hard breach denial. But utility, again, wasn't really the main star
Grab
of the
dinner, this up with the
show.
prime.
Round
Enjoy you.
3, Ali. That was just some good
Enjoy no
coordination
ads,
by
Richie,
Faze
man.
upstairs.
Shadow Law, thank you for
I hope this is the end for Licky Fac in his rampage.
That we've seen Falcons employ exceptionally well, and that has been that lion play. Solotov uses originally Solotov switching off onto it. The lion
Okay, son.
junction with some more of those information.
There's a reason why I VIP all the best rage baiters in my chat. There's a there's a reason why I VIP all the best rage baiters in my chat, bro.
Shield action now, and with the way that we've seen that lion played, I imagine the first kill's going to come through. Boom, lion scam will be hit, and it's going to root the defenders in place and assist them in chaining that advantage.
The Thatcher is what interests me, though, because we don't have any exterior walls as the focus of this attack. It is a basement defense from Faze. That seems to indicate to me Falcons really gunning for the post plant and looking to disable 2 of those.
Grab dinner, thank you for the 2 get the subs. KB Cap, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, love you, brother. Yes, sir.
First
Mwah.
line scanner will go out. No Deimos to track them, but will root those defenders in place and give some good information. Namely that 2 to 3 currently moving around the bomb site. That will leave a couple in the wind.
If you kill rage baiting, I hope you have a great day, Fet. Yo,
KDS and Cyber up
thank
top.
you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. The one normal person in my chat.
They had got an opening pick off the back of that. This time,
okay, lock in. Soupcade.
They've not achieved enough yet.
Soupcade, round 3 ban. Falcons ban the Bandit. Waldenile still on the board. Faze ban.
Little bit of a chance of an engagement.
The Snake. I haven't seen a Cade up for hatches on this site in like a fucking millennia, bro. Well, again, the Thatcher, yeah, the Thatcher's up.
Well, the Cade and the Habana, so like, you know.
Whether or not he's unknown is going to be the big question here. See one shield propelling up to the roof.
Because you freeze the Habanas, you won't be able to destroy him, and then the Cade will get back.
Yeah.
Both of them rough, but...
Well, the Kitch one you can just hit on the edges of the hatch. Oh wait, this guy's above? Never mind.
Wait, if he freezes it.
This guy's getting fucking, this guy's getting DP'd, bro. This guy's getting DP'd.
Worst situation for a roamer to face.
Oh, double pushed?
KDS will try valiantly to
yeah, double push. Yeah, that's what I said, bro.
Now look to rat inside a garage.
Blitz in front.
Did KDS
guy
did he
whoever was in the back.
Well, Handy's big rat play, actually.
Handy out of action as well, a little bit.
But Handy actually has it.
He's got a great chance.
Can he hit the shot? Oh my god.
That's not the end of the world though, because he's still an unknown
Salta's on a
factor.
fucking move.
We saw Falcons react
Runs
incredibly
away.
well.
Big pick by Handy, immediate fallback.
You still look at the cost though.
They drop blue now.
Losing some E1Ds, that might be problematic, but taking down those Zotos, it's still important. Faze have done good to mitigate the damage.
During those Cades, is there a Cade on triple wall? No Cade on triple wall. Ooh, wait, huge blue pressure by Jube.
Blue hit.
Smoke, recognizes his fate and will accept it honorably. Cyber some toxic canisters, Handy with a couple kills.
Oh my god, Handy's activated though. It was EFAC, now it's Handy. Holy shit. Looks like we're not getting an MBV2.
And Souls will get it. Faze win 2 in a row to tie things up early on.
Not only was the contribution from KDS enough there in terms of the time that he wasted, but the fact that it was a big distraction. And it held resource back from double and triple checking what was going on inside a garage for Falcons. Bit of an oldie, to be honest, stood at the top of oil pit stairs, but Handy, he was dug.
Oh no, Chartorix. When I say M80 players, I mean like the Beast Coast.
He gets the kill.
I should have said Beast Coast players.
Showed some great trigger discipline in there. Bit of an alarm bell. Really.
I don't have like a rooting for anyone besides like truly I don't feel any type of way like if people win or lose besides like the Beast Coast players. I get real sad when they lose. Like that like genuinely ruins my day. Whenever like the Beast Coast boys miss a major, that shit like actually just ruins the rest of my day. Like I just get real sad.
One of the best defenders, but Handy pretty consistently one of the best players in the world and consistently an MVP or MVP contender for Faze at tournaments they have won and lost.
Were you a fan of before becoming pro? Bola, actually, TSM.
Anything Raphael called.
I was a TSM
now we'll go back to
fan.
CCTV and see what
Someone in my chat asked, who were you a fan of before going pro? And I said you.
Preference for the double shield in round 4.
Me?
That things went quite well for them on the first go
fan.
round on this attack. Albeit emboldened by Licky on Snake again.
Wow.
Are you Blaze or what?
Keeping a bit more of this execute or focused lineup now that Snake is still banned.
That's old Twitter gives like BTS fangirls.
They're going to be able to get whatever they need to get open in terms of walls.
Wait, is there lore that I haven't seen?
Partly due to the Thatcher. I look at the Thatcher and I think that's going to assist the guy.
Wait, Bet was bouncing on a crazy style back in the day?
Well, did I not tell you the story where I emailed TSM to pick y'all up?
It's not a bad tool to clear out that catwalk.
Oh yeah, I remember
that.
That's a crazy
oh, crazy pick on a Cyber one. Wait, did he nomad through the drone hole? What the fuck was that nomad?
Yep.
With heavily involved engagements, but he's starting to be on the right side of him now.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 so far. June, when he gets going, as we've all seen in Paris, he can make magic happen. 2 big 1v3s at that tournament just to keep Secret alive, and it really seemed
break it down.
like he might just sail them to victory. But
I think it was like slightly outside. I think it was slightly outside the drone hole.
Play there to take down Cyber.
That's Macy J Tech right there.
With the C4. You try and bring things back.
ACJ-esque,
slowly drifts by his head. Probably doesn't feel as strong about that decision.
Thatcher Glass.
Just on cutoff, just sitting outside a lounge door right now.
Thatcher Glass for the Thatcher the Warden.
Or anybody for that matter.
You plant on the wall while Glass is covering.
Lounge. But
no idea.
Been pretty consistent about these decisions. Try to play their life.
Lounge dead, lower garage dead. He actually jumped off rafters.
Now it's Vidaking
is trying to pressure lower, seeing if he can scrape away a kill.
But Ski needs to be careful there.
I mean, 3 smokes and a castle
he doesn't want to leave
versus
Souls alone on the site right now.
2 flashes and a shit ton of guns.
A minute 20 on the clock.
Yeah, I think it's just after the smokes if they're, well,
yeah.
if they try to, I don't know if they're going to try to.
But Falcons don't need to rush this. They've got the advantage. They just need to leverage it, work themselves into the right position. We've got a bit of a stack up at the moment outside of Garage. That's free for the taking. And I imagine that drones are getting moved around now just to confirm that, and we can start to see players taking a little bit more space.
Some utility used by Vidiking in response, sending out some toxic canisters
bold,
over to the
that's
flat
a bold
wall.
attempt.
SMG-11, not normally the gun we see used on that off angle.
Going
Got a
for
lot of
this
recoil.
run
Man, how did they know? How does he know about
that?
that?
30 yards away, it feels like.
He's got to at least bait it out. Someone's got to be
They'll
like
try
ready.
their
He's not going
best.
to do it
Joom
just to do
slowly
it.
being kicked down by some toxic gas,
No
I
way.
believe. And Falcons.
That's crazy that they just
Oh,
know
it's
it.
too fucking quiet.
Yeah.
I might just jump out this fucking window.
He's got a great line, and Joom's just going to give himself away.
Bull's
Souls
dead.
miles away, but he has been held
Maybe it's
for
prep.
a
Maybe it's
minute
prep.
by users. Now Vidiking has
I'm
to
calling that guy
deny.
a pussy if I'm
Has got to
Souls.
deny with no toxic canisters remaining. They'll just have to be with the SMG-11. We have seen some crazy shots. Rexon treating us to a spectacle on this weapon earlier.
Oh, if he hit that shot, that would have been crazy.
So as it's windy inside of Cash. It'll give LickyFact the opening to hop in, go for the plant in default. Needs to win this fight on the
Dude,
flat
this
wall
is-
player. Bride ready for it. Falcons breaking Faze's momentum and have guaranteed themselves an even half.
It's a very difficult job that both Bride and Users do at the end of that round. Users hold an angle onto Jim window for what felt like about a minute, and Bride never really got himself off
Do
rappel.
you think SR can make the
Wasn't
finals?
required,
I personally still think
having to
Twisted
sit there
Mind.
and
They
have
got
to
A little bit, but I think it's very
Jeremy.
possible.
The team is going to
I don't think it's a landslide.
and give you that opportunity, force that
Like the
player
only
out of position.
landslide I think
It's a very
this whole
thankless task.
playoffs bracket
Fortunately,
is
they both
the
got a
Enterprise
moment. There's
Twisted
some picking up
Minds.
a kill, a
I think
piece
that
there
one, like I would
to
have bet on
cement a
Enterprise like
brief
every
lead
single
here
day of
for
the week.
Falcons as we approach
Even
the
though it was
halfway
actually a
point
pretty
of
close
map
game too, chat. Let me tell you, give the subject. I
Continuing
appreciate
their
it.
run
But
of
every
success
other
on the
game, it's
opening
like it's
kills, though, that's the
50-50 on
first time it
really
actually results in a successful round for Falcons. It's been a game of recoveries so far. That one, the only one that's been successfully converted
They
by
sell beer
the
at the
winning team, in
majors,
this case,
yeah.
Falcons. Now, next up for the final sight on defense.
What's the other team?
Moving over to
Falcons,
Jim and
Twisted
Bedroom
Minds,
for
Faze.
Faze's last attempt
So it's Twisted
to tie
Minds
the
in
half.
SR in
Doing really
semis,
good. In the middle of
Falcons
things,
Faze,
coming
and
out
then
of that
DC
timeout.
wildcard.
The last thing we want to see is Falcons winning a round without LickyFact going massive. That was a slow burn for Falcons.
Bet on
We wanted
Enterprise?
every
No,
position
I'm saying like
covered, all the
I would
utility
bet on
being
Twisted
used, and
Minds to win
everybody
that
on the
mid game
same
like
page.
100 times out of 100.
Yeah, it's
But, like,
gone
all the
from
other
that
games are, like,
performance.
50-50,
It's gone
I feel
from
like.
SR to just a normal game of Siege right now. I think we've seen enough of individual performance today already, and we've only watched a couple of games.
G2 is out? No, they're still in.
Fact,
Double
taking a
Elam
peek
bracket.
early.
Wait, are G2 out? No, they're still
Sorry,
in.
we're gonna
They
come
have
from this
loser
angle.
bracket tomorrow.
Right at the beginning of this series against Joom. Nobody looking to take a fight like we saw before. It's been a very slight and measured decrease in the early round presence from Faze, but I think in moments like this, noticeable. Starting things out very aggressive, swinging the main stairs window, trying to contest some of those extremities on Jim Bedroom. Some of the same can be said. We've got a couple players over to CCTV and Cash. It's KDS and Handy currently playing over on the east side. But even then, I think fairly ready to retreat if the moment arises. Not facing any pressure at the moment beyond a hole open in con. Just trying to waste some more time over by
K,
Flat. Soto
Thatcher's
canister
gonna
goes
Thatcher at
down.
40,000
And
ton.
again, we retreated to a spectacle early on with some crazy plays, but the back half of this clubhouse attack from Falcons has been slow and steady.
Really big fucking hole.
Last time we saw this,
One more Thatcher, gets the wall open. Two Thatchers left.
Walk in and find a lot of space. That's not been the game plan for the last couple of rounds from Falcons. They've transitioned into something much more traditional now, and it's doing them quite well. Good control now being starting to be taken. They're at least starting to burn away some of this utility. Handy, he's used his Zoto canisters now, so the walls, nothing really going to be stopping those.
Damn, 5v5, they have Raptors, they have Wall, they're giving red.
Up that plat wall. Bit of presence inside a
They
garage
wasted
as well, and it just
really good amount of
forces
time with that
these
tube,
players
just the
back.
tube below.
Fortunately for them, nothing's really been open.
We just
So
wanna
there's
play
no
off
real
smokes.
consequence to that rotate. It's going to be getting
The
opened
Ying's
now
gonna be a
by
big
G.
issue. The Ying Grim, I'm very scared for Faze for the
A lot
amount of
utility
Ying Grim
the
util they
Falcons
have.
need to make good on this investment so far. 2 minutes we've
Especially
spent.
if
We've
EFAC
got
wants to
Bees, we got
Thatcher
Candelas that we just saw.
award.
But time is starting to run out. Now, they're not getting low on time, Ollie, but with a minute to go and they just opened flat wall. Faze has done a good job at stalling, and Handy done
That's
a good
Ying
job
gone.
fighting back. Jube has been having a
What a
lot
shot
of
from
trouble in this
Souls, holy
series so
moly.
far. Got a few kills throughout, but constantly the opening engagements and now 2 and 3 again. Going down early,
Faze is winning
users
gunfights.
downed on Metal Balcony as Faze have stalled time in the early round and now gone big in the late. Liquifac, as Bride finds Cyber somewhere around the site.
Oh, that DMR just singing halfway across the map.
Has a line on the player, trapped on bedroom door, but with Logi players behind him and Handy getting another.
Reloading. Cover
It has just felt like Falcons over the last minute.
Get your frags.
40
Oh my
seconds
God.
have slowly bled out, and Faze, with just consistent pressure, tie things up.
Everybody so well disciplined from Faze there at the dying portion of the round. No one giving any peeks away. No one trying to make anything happen, and just really getting that job done, cementing the round.
I didn't know you were talking. You want to
For church, you guys know what they do.
I can explain if you want.
Yeah, I think we don't do too much, you know, just playing a little bit. I think it's more like the way we wanna play, you know. It's just like the only good thing they did was like just full taking together and playing aggro, you know. And I think like anything we do, if we do together is good. Like if we play, we can play for retake, we can play really aggro at the start together.
Yeah.
They mainly like just resume everything. They just push everywhere. They apply pressure, no default phase, you know. And then they're gonna see where's the gap and just gonna push on this. So yeah, for me, it's that simple.
Their strong part, guys, is when they execute all together, okay? They have a really good team play, so that's the only thing we need to be careful about. And mainly for a basement, they execute from blue, then church or kitchen dirt, okay? Also, so they do phase attack with Cyber on the window, or they can do top floor control with Shield Master, jumping con, okay? For gym, usually they go direct with empty window, KTS, DD, office hatch,
É só pegar o Black B e a gente continua lá, entendeu?
Tá, mas você não quer começar na 3-2 então? Tipo, a gente vai fazer pra...
Anything with chat reading, but your rage rate's bad.
Beleza,
It's
mas
just-
aí eu sou
I'll
da
read it
Black,
if it's
o cara
good.
vai de quê?
I also copper. I'm reading copper level rage bait, bro. Like you gotta at least get diamond level rage
E
bait
os
for me to
Jinx,
read
né?
it, bro.
Fora sério.
Isso.
É isso.
Mas pode ser que a kill do vazio seja mais fácil do que a kill da garagem inicial, né? Se não passar uma montanha. Do gente pegar uma ink lá e só entrar vazio. A gente consegue caprichar nessa...
You read cardboard rage bait ever stream?
Na minhoca?
Yeah, but at least it's not copper. It's cardboard.
Cara, ele variou o boneco, né?
Ah, que ele sempre pega gol ali.
Did they deny your visa? Yeah, bro. That's all I can go, bro.
Ele joga de perigo.
This guy here, sorry, did G2 play today? If they did, then they win? Yeah, they won, bro. G2 to semifinals.
Que às vezes ele faz mira, né?
Not gonna lie, this rage bait thing is corny as fuck. That, please take care of your chat, bro. I'm just playing the meta, bro.
Quick regroup at the half for Falcons and Faze as we stand at 3-3 for both teams. Faze moving to the attack and Falcons moving to the
wait, hold on,
defense.
bro.
Bit streaky so far up until the past round 5 and 6.
What the fuck
Based
is
on what we've
this
seen so
controller?
far,
What are you
Ollie,
saying,
not a
bro?
clear
Chill
lead
out.
for either team. I mean,
Chill,
it has
bro.
been
Chill,
quite a slow
Benja.
burn
Chill,
for the
bro.
back half of that first, for that first half. And
Oh,
hopefully we
chill,
see, I
bro.
think, a little bit more pace because both these teams are quite excellent and it's good siege so far. But I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see a little more of
Double
that
hard bridge
SR energy
ban,
we saw
Faze,
earlier.
Falcons.
even
Oh,
half.
sorry, no, hold
So
on.
it's always
Falcon
going to be
middle
a good
hard
game,
bridge,
isn't it? I think
Faze, and double wall
started
denial.
off very slow.
No
That was
capital
evident in the
ban,
first
though,
two
so
rounds
that's
being
gonna be-
taken. Not only that, but the fashion in
Especially if
which
Faze
those
know
first
how to
two
play the
rounds
cap.
were won in. It was very
I don't know, I feel like
dominant
it's kinda
again,
required
and
these
it all
days.
came down to big solo players. Faze is not a team that will let one player shine head and shoulders above the rest consistently. And it's been shown here. Tactical timeout, shut down, and now we've got a 3-3 half. Time to adjust, time to reset. Faze now to go onto their own attacks and to show us what they've got. And of course,
Faze on the
Falcons
attack
to flick
now.
over onto their defenses. It's difficult to say who it favors at this point in the game, and I think it still
Where's your
just kind of hangs
what's
in the
tech
balance.
pause?
It's
Tech pause?
map
Question mark.
It is map 1. It's also Falcons pick. It's also Clubhouse. Map that I think both teams quite adept on, will be quite experienced on. Do a bit of a tech pause, so apologies for the delay. Souls has had too good of a tournament, so we decided to kick him out of the game.
Sol's had a very good tournament.
He's had a very good tournament.
Highest rated player on Faze coming into the day.
We make that point, but we could have literally said that about any other tournament in the past, like, 5 years, basically.
I think you could do. The consistency's there, isn't it, with Souls? Not often does he get the big, flashy plays.
Big
He's
balls.
just always there. Often last alive. Although Handy's taking that mantle away from him a little bit now as well.
He's taken the mantle from him, and I will say, I still remember sitting in Sao Paulo watching Nighthaven Labs when I saw him miss a few prone shots on the floor, and we all know what happened after that. So Soul's one just as human as the rest of us, but I will say sometimes seems to enter a bit more godlike form than the other players on Faze. But again, you can pretty much say that about anybody. Vidaking has Monty clutches, Cyber has his solo roams on defense. KDS is just KDS half the time, and that's good enough. Falcons on the flip side. Not really trying to make a new system work, but the loss of Shaiko is always going to be a problem. there's always going to be something you have to work around given the size and the magnitude of a player like that. And so far, attempting to recreate him in the aggregate required a bit of a lower bracket run, but I think that is expected for any team that's made a change.
And what a run it was for Falcons. They ran a bit of a gauntlet through the Swiss stage. 11 maps to get to this point now. And I think that was demonstrated in the opening start of this game, wasn't it? They came out very hot, no messing about, we're straight into it. FaZe had that little warm-up time, didn't they? They had that just period of idling, but it's never going to take FaZe too long to warm up into a series. That much we know for certain. But as Falcons being the team that stands in their way at the moment, see, it's taking its toll.
Top 10 goodable characters: Doc, Rook, Tachanka, Warden, and
hopefully we'll get Souls back into the lobby as soon
I would have to put
as
Tachanka at numero uno.
I'm sure we've got a
I'm sorry,
computer or
chat.
two lying
I hit
around
my desk and my
replaced
cat,
with
right?
if necessary.
So,
Make sure that they are fully set up.
Salt Lake, can you guys indulge me for a second? I want to ask a few questions. Do you guys actually want FaZe to win? I was gonna say it because it sounded pretty even earlier, and I was like, there's no way that at a North American event we're rooting for the one Brazilian team who's beat every North American team at this tournament. So just to clarify, do you want Falcons to win?
Okay, how is it better to root for Falcons or an EU team?
I really just needed to set the record straight because I came in quite mad. I was very worried. As a North American, I was very worried. And
how does that even make sense? I know, bro.
I appreciate you all for bearing with me and bearing with us as well, as we have, thankfully, Souls back in the lobby.
Why is Falcons a better choice for an NA crowd than FaZe? They're both from non-NA.
It's a tie game, 3-3, as competitive as it
He
can
did
be
FaZe
for
play
first
in
The FaZe have made some good pace in round 6, and as they move on to the other
fuck is it
side, are
called?
looking
Swiss.
to carry forth that momentum.
They beat Wildcard.
A lot of ban potential here for the hard breachers. 2 hard breachers removed from Falcons. They're taking out the Thermite and that Hibana.
That's what Lynch
FaZe
was
on the
saying.
flip side, removing both.
Beat all the NA teams
as well. Caden Bandit, see you
They
later.
beat 5 Fears and like the first
Incredibly high ban
BO1.
rate for both those
Oh, there you
two
go.
at Salt Lake
Beating the NA
specifically.
teams. Done and dusted.
Teams
Simple
are
as that.
starting
Easy
to really
peasy.
like the idea of just being able to get stuff open and not have too much to worry about. Of course, secondary hard breach is a thing nowadays, so you can bring an Ace, you can bring a Monty, you can bring a
There's
Grim.
more NA as a org than Falcons ever been. That's also
potential
true, but
to
like,
getting
just
those
team-wise,
walls
doesn't
open.
make sense.
Big problem with that is, of course, a mirror window. Users. Sure, it'll be looking to be a bit of a nightmare with these placements, and already we can see one on this plat wall.
Forth through the mirror, trying to deny the wall for a bit, or at least go for a pick for someone trying to hard
Another
breach
operator
it.
we see make her debut on Falcons defense, or at least on the defense for Clubhouse, will be that Thorn. Not something I believe we saw entirely in the first half from FaZe. So with those Razor Bloom, Solitaire falling back. Now looking over towards the Grim in secret. This is a basement defense. Everybody acts surprised. We've gone here for the first
I'm
round.
heartbroken the one time I get to watch my king in person.
So,
That happens. I'm
FaZe
so sorry, bro.
seeing this, oh, that's awkward.
Oh shit.
I don't know what you do about that.
Oh shit.
Ban the mirror. Honestly,
Well, that's a solution for 3 rounds from now. We are currently in round 7.
there's not too much that you're going to be able to do about that, and users. That's why you place it there. It makes it so awkward. It's going to give a bit more security to Solitov down here playing on small steps.
Oh wait, hold on. Real aggressive on the fucking Montane. They're trying to. Oh, tries to fucking
Manages to be saved there.
box in the Montane.
Pick from happening though. Bitter King is left super
Whoa, relax,
Immediate
guys.
refrag.
I have not seen
Relax.
defenders.
Well, I think they were
play
just in
on
fuck
a
position
Monty
regardless.
quite
I mean,
like
this guy's
that.
kind of. Oh!
I think everybody cheering for those shield changes.
On the top, my
Almost
go.
cost Vidaking his life, but FaZe, knowing how strong their IGL is on that Monty, want to keep him intact as we move into the late game.
I just got back how come
Not
Souls
banned
is
against
0-0-0.
Vidaking
Like baiting.
for these exact reasons, but putting him to 1 HP, all Falcons have to do is take a step back. They've got a C4, they've got Vulcan packs and Razor Blooms. Sure, maybe a lot of utility
Wow.
for FaZe.
I think
Ollie,
SPC had
but
an issue.
That Monty is not nearly the
On a real
powerhouse he once
note.
was.
Yeah, that one could be dead to pretty much anything at the
yeah,
moment.
DC.
Even an impact thrown.
But
in a decent
also Matey.
location is going to do the damage. We look at this. Secondary shotguns being used for a little bit of soft breach. It's okay if you go in for something a little bit more pinpoint, like destroying one of those fire ingredients, but it's never going to give you the sheer mass that is often required. With 3 bodies here and a very low Monty, you're going to be split in this final push, split in this execute.
They
It's
have
going to be a
they have
Moto
3
hatch
more
drop, that much is
cans.
almost certain.
I mean, I guess they could walk the Montana at Church Wall if they really wanted to.
There's just not been enough work done in that area.
He's dead.
It's
Damn.
easy as that.
I was right. They never
Literally
went
as
for
easy
the
as
church
that.
wall.
Take care of Vidaking.
Like the only chance they had to get back in the
Very quick
round, I
investment
thought.
from Joom and used this earlier, and it pays off with a C4 in the late round. And if things were split
Grenade.
before, Handy and KDS on opposite sides of blue.
Oh, bad aim.
But Handy almost has two line up for him. Uses good with that trade. KDS
Dude,
position
these
revealed
thorns, man.
inside of blue. As he moves down Generator. Shrapnel in his leg, limping to a likely round loss. All of his B's gone, no angles going his way. Falcons will answer back Faze's victory with one of their own.
Very successful top floor hold there from Falcons. They paid a price. They lost 2 bodies in very quick succession, but the teamwork and the synergy
Dude, there's
inside the
another
garage was just
Holy
beautiful to behold.
shit.
It's a 4BO3
Faze
day.
desperately trying to
Holy
keep
shit.
everybody alive, desperately trying to
Day.
save Monty and destroy the Kiva barricade so Monty could back up out of garage. And it just wasn't enough in the end. Some very loose splash damage there. You can see Souls whacking away, trying to make something
Yeah, you think
happen.
Vidaking was screaming top of his lungs? Help me.
Even Users jumping out. I hadn't actually clocked at the time who it was that was trying to save Vidaking, but Users managing to get himself an angle there, probably from downstairs, bottom of blue, to pick that kill up onto Souls, just taking advantage of that confusion and that chaos.
Really great team play from Falcons in the early game there, and of course is closing things out in the late. Got a little nervous when we saw Handy walking down Moto and has the 2 line up for him. Paris Handy does not miss that. Paris Handy gets all 3 kills, actually.
I think a lot of handies do, to be fair. I mean, give him a couple of rounds time and he probably picks up both of those.
He's also 10-4, so we don't really need to critique too much. Handy having an excellent showing on Clubhouse so far. Cyber cooled off a bit, but the thing about Cyber this tournament, he's got like I think 120 or so EPS on defense, only about 80 to 90 on the attack. This is by far and away his weaker side for Faze throughout this tournament. So we're going to look to players like Handy, like KDS to try and pick up some of that slack. Especially as Falcons move on 4-3. They start chaining together defenses. A win on Gym Bedroom, for example.
Mirror on
Faze
main
in a bit
wall.
of tricky territory. This might be Falcons' pick, but they have let, comparatively speaking, underdog.
They're going for it again.
Again, we're doing this.
They're doing the same shit again, bro.
Faze able to break
That's
through
hilarious.
last time and
And
Cyber
Cyber's ready to
coming
respond
out
to
with
it. That's actually
reaction.
hilarious. I think it was
Just
the exact
slipping
same
into
thing.
lounge with a backstab against Joom,
switch out.
who's been having a rough tournament so far.
That's crazy he got away, bro.
Change that Leaky Fack has
Wow.
just made in the line of the
Holy
Monty.
moly.
Chooses to switch over on Scopos. Another kill coming in now. Solitoff and June both out of action here. And Faze in much better shape. They're not getting fooled again by that Kiba barricade trying to zone out.
Oh, one's on his red too. Oh, get out of there.
Now Cyber ready for it, just moving
Holy
into
moly.
lounge. Leaky Fack in the difficult position. He's got to fall back. Got to make his way back to the site, join the rest of the team on Gym and
Montaigne
Bedroom.
Bannon coming?
The minute
Yeah,
46
maybe.
seconds to go. What are Falcons' options? They just have to try to take a fight in this mid-game, work a pick back, because you have users with the C4 for later. But Ollie, we've got a long way to go till we reach that point, and we have
good
a
drone.
hell
What
of
a good drone. Holy
inside.
moly. He's gonna try to
Direct
floor bang
line
him?
of 2
2 out
of
of
the
3
remaining
and a-
defenders.
That's going to be massive, especially with the extra couple of man advantage. You can commit somebody to the windows. You can get somebody in below.
Oh, and they're gonna try to floor bang him off the
further that
Grims,
information
if the Grims do
advantage.
land.
It looks like Cyber might just be going for a
Oh, never
wall.
mind, he's going on main instead.
5v3, and they're still
Finds
adding
one.
another dimension, by the way. Still going
Oh.
for a backstab. The users is ready for.
2v2. One's a
Taking
Monty.
down the Logi player, and
In
like
gym,
that,
in
5
bathroom,
become
probably
2.
still flipped.
Vidaking with a shield as well. KDS
plant?
the
No
only
plant?
player with
No
a gun
Grims.
to try to escort Faze into a post plant. Vidaking quickly
Good decisive
moving in.
stick by Vita right here.
One defender
Wow.
in Logi, the other in the
Crazy
hallway. Cyber
timing.
gets
Only
both
one
users
against a
in the
Montaigne,
next.
though.
Vidaking's been here before.
I think Users
But the
does
shield
it.
changes, make a Monty 1v1
Yes,
a little more difficult.
Oh, almost seeing him.
Knocked back and forth.
He's trying to melee him.
Has
Oh, he
Vidaking
fucked up.
Damn
One
it.
more
he
chance,
try
one more
landing
chance. I think he, wait,
changes?
1 or 2 more chances.
Trying
Oh, he missed again.
One more, one more, one more, one more.
One
Just
more
gotta
chance.
move a little
Oh, try to use the
further.
fire
You
extinguisher.
into some destructive ingredients, and still, it's been 30 seconds. Yuzus, tick.
No, he missed again.
Tick tock. Can you get it? Better luck next time. Thanks for playing. You lost.
Very unfortunate there for users.
Or 16, I think of the 7 for that. Appreciate it, man.
But it is pretty impactless.
Damn.
In the 1v1 with the Monty, his only real hope there was the fire extinguisher, and he tried it, but you're going to get stunned as well. So you've got...
Yeah, that's the
much
thing that
chance of
sucks
hitting
about
him as
that.
he
Like,
has
the
got
more
to
you
stay
smack him,
alive.
the more he'll open up. But if you
Very well played
ever
from
start
Vidaking. We
shooting
expect
him,
nothing
it
less
resets
at
and
this
he can
point
go
from
back
the
and you have to
team
smack
on
him
the
again.
shield.
Yeah.
They've been there.
So like you really have to like time it. It's like a quick time event.
Of course, good enough at least to enable that plant to go down.
Yeah, Chad, I don't like that either, Chad. I'm not enjoyable to watch, but you know, that's the state of the game right now, Chad. Sometimes I hope they do nerf that.
Slightly different. Surprised that Faze got caught out by it again, to be fair. It's 2 rounds in a row. We've just seen
which one you like more?
Barricade onto the bottom garage and expect to get something going.
Gets the kill right at the very end. It is a hollow victory, unfortunately, for users. Vidiking, he has been in that position an ungodly number of times. I mean, every Monty has. Vidiking in particular, I feel like, always seems to find themselves in these 1v1s.
Let's do this.
Faze continue stealing rounds back and forth. Neither team a clear favorite at the moment. For Falcons, that becomes worrisome. Because Clubhouse might be their pick, Ali, but next up we have a map that is just unbelievable for Faze.
Yeah, Chalet is no joke for Faze.
That, or, and then A-B it with...
We've said this a few times because it's been no joke for him for a while. The only thing is there's a lot of tape on it, so there's a chance, you know, but Faze just do the same thing every round anyway, so you can know what they're going to do, but they're still just a little bit better. And Chalet has definitely been one of those grounds that they have proved themselves on repeatedly over the last 6 months.
What?
Still waiting until we get there, and I wouldn't put this one past going.
Wait, split versus stomping in playoffs or split versus stomping in quarterfinals?
That we've seen so far. We are really waiting for one team to start to streak away a little bit.
Maybe ABC it then.
Individually on both sides. Think back to the last 2 rounds.
I would probably say playoffs.
He's had 8 kills in the last 2 rounds.
And moving up 11
ABC that shit
on Falcons. Did to break double digits on Clubhouse. We have some time. I mentioned June having a rough match so far.
The real big for thinking this up. I appreciate man. Love it, sir.
Getting a little bit comfortable right now and taking his time.
Impact trick on the wall.
But a player we will need to see show up if Falcons want this to be decisive.
Unvaultable though.
Another difficulty with his plat wall.
Oh, the info.
Dude, it's just so much fucking
now Faze need to dedicate a little more energy to opening up one of the more basic angles and more
basic remember when we were playtesting?
Soliton scanner.
And then everyone was like, yeah, Snake's would be pretty niche.
The west side of the map.
I don't know. Doesn't seem that good.
Both teams taking
well, I was even like, I think he's good. I just don't know how, like, I don't know if he'll be like
every single cranny.
No, he's fucking literal Doke replacement. Not better than Doke, honestly.
Just find himself in a tricky position. He's taking out
holy shit!
Oh my god, it's a slaughter.
Dodge that C4. Yo, he dodged that. Yo, Vidiking movement. Holy.
What a fight back. 2 players in these top angles find their roamers, find their targets.
Vidiking living that C4, then like turning around to like look at the guy is actually like crazy movement.
Save the round.
They gotta ban Montaigne after this, I think. Vidiking's actually like too proficient with it.
Positions. There were 2 players there that he could have locked in. A third now.
KDS is ready. KDS is playing this cut pretty perfectly, actually.
Is able to take down Leaky Fact. There's a lot of information he uses. He's still got a yokai drone.
Could Vidiking like just like walk in,
vault
on the table? Oh no, the
now need to buddy up. They know that the Monty is a factor. They know there's only 2 guns.
You can technically shoot beat from here. From red,
still
like
30
the
seconds,
yeah.
And Faze have time.
We called the green wall plant TSM plant.
Okay, we've got one in garage. We now
right
know
on the con wall.
Yeah. Where's the plank gonna go down?
Oh!
As users baited in.
Wow, Jim actually got shot. Crazy shot by Jim.
This is technically just a
they have to walk him down. I think they have to play kill. Yeah, Vidiking needs to unshield at the same time that they peek. Oh, Joom. Wait, Joom.
Faze, the time is ticking again. They're on the other end.
Oh, Joom. Oh my God, Joom. Oh my God, Joom.
Wow.
Wait, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That like fucking quickscope hipfire, that shit looked like it was a headshot.
Joom's got something to say.
That actually looked like a headshot, bro.
Zadi vibes in the sub denies, appreciate it. Bro, Jim was actually the king of clutching against Faze, bro.
But he is a player with clutch running through his veins. Somehow I think that might not be the only one we see today.
Somehow I don't. Jim has a tendency to find himself in those 1vx's against Faze. Mentioned earlier those 2 1v3s that made us all believe. That's why looking to see Joom get active is really important for Falcons in this series.
We did like the
He's not the
content
win
creator
condition, don't get me wrong.
preview.
This is a very even team when it comes to skill and impact.
SI.
But Joom in these big moments in the past year, on Secret especially, has made
like
magic happen. A 1v3 there for Faze to put Falcons back in the lead. And it got a little dicey there, let's be honest. Knife as Souls is looking at him. We all panic a little bit. But Joom is...
Look how happy Licky Fack is.
After round 9.
Damn, Hafadel.
Oh, look at
he's pissed. He's fucking
Yeah,
pissed,
he's
bro.
throw up, bro. He's gonna throw up his mouth.
Lucky luck, thank you for the subject. I appreciate it, man.
With a 5-4 scoreline, this becomes...
It's gonna be the plant. No, low time 2v1. It's better to play kill usually.
5 seconds left before
Cement their own map choice inside this best of 3. Faze have already used their timeout. They're not looking a million miles off the pace, let's be honest. That was down to a very tight 1 versus 1, as a couple of the rounds have been already leading up to
Montaigne
this.
ban Falcons. Faze finally lose their main tool they've been using this whole time. Will it make them better or worse? We'll fucking see. Vinny King on the Blackbeard.
Next 2.5 minutes, we'll find out
Faze mirror.
inside of round 10. I'm sure it's going to be somebody.
Yeah, Falcons were using Viet mirror to keep the walls closed for the entire time.
Solotov inside of stock, hatch open. So happy to roam up here for a little bit of time, surrendering that hatch and saying, look, we know you're going to get it. We know that you'll bring some secondary hard breach. We're accepting of that. We would rather try and hold out a little bit longer and just waste a bit more time. But there is an option for something quite direct here with Dirt being soft and Viking already marching down, not only on the Blackbeard, but with the diffuser.
We have to be careful in this position, though. You and I have seen this go awry a couple times before, all the way back in Phase 1. Blackbeard moving down, and defenders just start piling into dirt, and they all line up for the shield. This time, though, Viking might be Vulcan Pax and a player in front of him. It's Joom to go down first. Again, he has been involved in so many of these opening engagements, and unfortunately, losing them more often than he's won. We've seen what can happen when he survives to the late round. That has not always been a given or a guarantee for Falcons. Now an advantage. Mentioned those roamers, Licky Fack. This is a consistent position on a consistent operator for him to play. He's been trapped, just fallen back in response.
Don't give, okay,
now
whatever.
Solotov, basically the last vestige of this roam, right on the hatch, will quickly drop down.
I'm lucky on the Azami break.
Fucking Goomba stomped that shit.
Falcons setting up the second layer of
Hog,
this
shout out,
defense
thank you for
as
subbing to that.
Faze
Appreciate you, man.
through.
I quite like that from Breedy. Pocket Goyo canister. He might be able to stop this hatch from getting open as well.
Again.
He is going to destroy
Wait,
the cell.
the cans? There are cans.
We're doing it all.
KDS,
Yeah.
But that's going to mean he's got to rotate around to get into a position to use those. He will commit one to Moto.
EFAC has 2 more impacts if they want to swap out and let him do it.
Does still have a couple of impacts. If Kitchen Hatch remains closed in this round, it's going to be devastating, especially with the work that's already gone in towards that dirt side. We are starting to see a bit of a
Well, actually, they have one more can. I don't know if he's gonna go for it. He's all the way blue side. I think it's gonna be a church blue, and it's gonna go fast. One's at the 5 dirt. That's huge, and they're not even pressuring Kitchen off of the vert or
Kitchen closed. Yeah.
Quickly checks dirt.
Falcons are definitely reading into this. They're preparing now.
They're full stacking against
They
this.
hear the motor drop.
I'm just confused. Why Falcons never, even when they have a can, they never try to get it like church roll open.
Most defensive teams on
Like that's like a big issue for them.
Many
He's in a
times
good
before.
spot here.
Grim coming down blue. We got Licky Fax getting stopped by that.
Dies from
Bit of
blue.
King
Dies
Five
from
Mangle
Moto.
on
Good
chassis.
crunch from Faze on the blue.
4.
That blue entry was
Even
so
with
good
that
for Faze.
information, even with that
That blue entry
foresight,
was so
are
good for
no
Faze, and
match for
it looks like Faze are better with the Blackbeard than the Tane. I'm gonna be real.
Recognizing the win
Like Vinny
condition,
King's in the
it's
fights now.
hatch open instead. It's pushing through Moto. It's pushing down blue, and it's fighting them where they are a little bit weaker.
With Monty and Snake. Now I feel like they're gonna play more Phase, you know, pushing for her ass off. I feel like for basement, you can still play aggro, but you have to fall back together and then be strong inside later. We can even start doing clash plays, even for Jim. I think now we play more to fall backs, more traps around, and we play the late round, you know, because they're not gonna like just do default, really default anymore, you know, because they don't have Monty, they have Snake. If you guys still wanna play aggro, just fucking mute on your guys' feet, and that's it. You can even bait on Jim. You play like Solis, and then you don't stay bar, you stay above, and someone else stay bar, you know, because the Hank is gonna track you, just fuck you.
Right now we can just do the strap with Azami Jim.
Yeah,
I think it's good. I think it's good. You don't wanna go basement. I think basement. No. Jim. Okay, basement clash.
They're fucking.
Okay, basement clash.
They're talking a lot. Oh shit, yo, they have no idea which strat they want to play.
Those in the arena, they were
Well, it's just two voices,
deciding
you know.
which site they were going to
I think
right
we
up
go
until the
Jim.
end
Yeah,
of
we
that
go
tag timeout.
basement.
It literally swapped like 5 or 6
good
different
leader. He
times
says,
what
okay,
Falcons were
yeah, we'll
thinking
do
about.
that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
He
Starting to
listens.
feel a bit of that pressure
No
against
dictator
Faze,
here.
as not a single team has won 2 rounds in a row since round 4 from Faze. It has been completely back and forth. Falcons have been leading though, pretty
Is
well.
the loser of this out? No,
They
double Elam
consistently
bracket.
seem to be able to get it, and if they can this time, they'll be on their map on 6 rounds, and we'll just need 1 more after that to close things out.
W honesty.
Everybody's frantic for how that timeout was going. They always speak quite quickly anyway because they've got a short period of time and it's about...
Guys, G2 plays loser of this tomorrow.
There's a bit of an unsure call as to whether he's going to be downstairs in basement, upstairs in gym.
You're killing hopes and dreams here.
Are you going to spam the clash? Which angle?
I've lied about format like for this entire event, bro. It's my favorite thing to do.
You've got the clash, and that's the one that I think a lot of people will be drawn to. For me, it's the mute. Mute jammers at your feet. You can do so much with that. Those Deimos scans. That death mark is pretty useless if you've got a mute jammer at your feet or you've got one you can run into and sort of cleanse yourself from that negative effect. So
Jim, do not die first this round.
He's got one in pocket at the minute. He might choose to place that down at a moment's notice, but it's going to be far less about that extension. It's going to be a lot more slippy. They're going to drop off a lot sooner, and if Julio's anything to go by, they're going to drop off together.
It's also a very good read because after Falcons banned the Monty, we see the Deimos in just one round from Faze. And I think Julio may be thinking that this might be part of a new look from Faze, that they'll, at least in the second half of their attacks, bring this a lot more consistently alongside the Blackbeard. Really good foresight from Falcons. Of course, also bringing it in round 10 before the tack timeout. This mute in this clash will do work both on and off the site, as again, we have Faze creeping up through dirt. Vidiking going a little deeper into the tunnel than he did
Clash
before.
powering the shield.
They're
trying to like knock back his shit and double beak him.
The attack outside of dirt.
Dude, look at the evac, bro.
Get back. Make sure that they get the hell out of here as fast as possible.
That's 2 Yings burned, actually. Good Utah burn.
Some support to the Flash. That's not really going to give Faze much of anything. LickyFax saw the attack, trying to get a quick play in dirt, and he said, get the hell out of here.
It just buys him back a little bit, doesn't it? There's still a couple of Candelas left around, but that's something that you've drained away. You've drained a Candela. You've also let them know you're not just going to be able to just walk straight down dirt. Potential for a bit of C4 action here, as we do have a player up above Solotov at the moment. He's been using his Zoto canisters to slow down these
gonna go for a
hatches
KD? Oh my god.
Oh, that was very narrow.
What? 1 second off, bro. 1 second off.
At an impact. Second one will go.
They've been really trying to keep this kick count close, bro.
They are fighting
kind of working.
and nail for these hatches right now. They do not want to give away an inch.
Flash good counter against the Blackbeard. Burn onto the blue player. Getting ready for the blue flood with the Capital. Oh wait, E-Fact retakes main. Actually, that might be a thorn in their side.
Have they ever even had main?
No, they never had main. Yeah.
All of his Candelas and all of
the
the
1
nades on the
HP
attack have
in
been used as
Moto
well.
with the BB.
So a lot of the key bits of
the blue take again.
bolts have been used too.
E-Fact still on main.
Utility that Faze could have to make this a bit
Wow.
easier.
One blue,
it's not
one
as much a
main.
factor. They'll need to win this off.
What does E-Fact do?
That's something that Faze have lived up to before.
They take blue control, they take church control. Plant should be free here. I mean, E-Fact takes above, but there's nothing to do with this above control.
They lost the narrative, but maintain the advantage. Vidiking moving up, Handy moving in.
E-Fact flank.
Wrapping mode.
E-Fact flank.
Going for the flank. He's been here so many times.
Oh, E-Fact!
Oh, so fucking
Holy
smart.
moly.
So
Okay, I guess.
He's done one thing for 3.5 years.
I guess there was merit to taking above you. Walks back down main stairs and just flanks. Holy shit.
The prioritization there from LickyFac is second to none. He sees the player inside a Moto, knows he could be going for the swing, but they've got the comms. They know it isn't a 3 versus 2. It's a 2 versus 2. And what happens when someone starts to plant? 2 versus 1. And with the time running that low, you have to prioritize the planter. Tell your teammate to stay alive, kill the person planting the diffuser, and just let time do the rest. Masterfully played by LickyFac.
You can literally see him change directions.
He just hears it,
mid-swing.
Oh, dude.
You can literally watch
Julie's just hiding, just jumps up.
Yes, bro.
He hears the case open.
Oh, you love to see the energy from fucking Falcons, bro. Holy moly.
Yeah.
This will now
Bro, I wish Solotov was like a sweet boy, bro. Because, like, did you even hear in their comms, like, E-Fac's trying to manage mental, bro? Solotov's the main one stressing out. He's like, no, guys, we have to do this, guys. You know?
Long time with Brede as well.
I know you, man.
Oh, there's a new copy pasta in my chat. Fet is so fake. Once Bo is in the call, he pretends to be funny and try to rage bait the very chat that provides the money to. Oh!
And talking about
what happened? What happened?
Game for Solitaire has it. 3-12 right now. And
Okay, I got you. Provides the money. The very chat that provides the money to fund his 6 daily DoorDash orders. But hey, he built the team that won the Manchester Major. There's a reason he doesn't coach anymore. It's not because of his PhD. It's a banger. That's a good one, chat. Thank you for the gift as well. Lucic, thank you for the spot subs. Zello Spotterhead, appreciate you for the sub. And Jono adds XT, thank you for the sub. And Jono adds.
Obviously, Falcons starting a man down.
With your cod stew, with your boba, with your Szechuan chili chicken.
Speaking of Szechuan chili chicken, I might get that shit for now, for real, bro. I'm getting hungry
That's actually
again.
crazy. That would be your third order in just the time we've been in a call.
What do you mean third order?
You said you got boba, cod stew.
No. Bubba was my friend dropping it for me.
Living nightmare. This might be the first breach we see opened.
Well, they technically dashed it to your door.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Mirror being banned, probably a big reason for that. To give you a pat on the back, call that round 7. Actually able to open up
the clash right now, the biggest thorn in the side of Faze.
Instead of
And this is what I mean. Did they put the clash the first couple rounds or no?
As Hives bouncing all around gym bedroom right now. Faze taking their time again. This has been a
they didn't bring around like this is one of those examples where like could they potentially be hiding the clash so late? I don't know. But also the Montane wasn't really working. It was the Blackbeard that was working.
Yeah, 4v4. Jim's moving.
Who's also not having a great game himself.
It is about to drop Logi.
3-day. Spotting the Blackbeard up inside of Logi. Andy down below. These kills happening.
Wait, 2 Logi hatch, 1 lower main.
Quite spread out.
Fourth body? Fourth
The guy in gym. I mean, as long as Jesus stays alive, there's no nades for this guy. There's no one on highway, yeah. Oh, there's a guy on highway. I lied to your face.
Highway tub, Logi main. It's just like a pinch.
Yeah.
1 person in 4.
Yeah, they have side players cut off. Gym players ISO here. It's all up to users.
Oh, don't extend out.
Oh, they gave it. Holy moly. Wow, overtime Phase. Holy shit.
Cyber will close things out. Overtime between Falcons
Andy is
and
17 and 7 with that ass?
Wouldn't have it
I didn't even
any other
notice
way.
until now.
Who'd have thought we'd be here, eh? 6-6. Nothing
That make you
separating these
sense.
two teams. Rounds going back and forth all the way since round 4.
18 kills. I hate Handy, bro. Handy's just fucking him, bro. Handy
Handy
is my number 1. Like,
it took them 2 rounds. It didn't take them any time at all.
Handy's the top 1 player in the world. Doki even said so in his little fucking interview
we
thingy.
were sort of hoping it was going to be. It's Faze Falcons, for goodness sake. These two have played each other plenty of times, enough now on big stages all around the world. They're delivering here again inside of Salt Lake.
Handy delivering it in round 12. 18 and 7 so far. We're almost, I mean, well, we're not almost at Andy's scoreline because that was 21 and 1. It'd be physically impossible to recreate that at this point in the game. But Handy almost reaching that 21 kill point. A very quiet game from him. He's only, okay, I was gonna say he's only had a 3K, but he's only had a 3K in 3 rounds. So he's had quite a few good moments. But even then, that's only 50% of his kills. Everything else has been single ones or doubles here or there. It has not been a massive takeover game from Handy. And really, a lot of that came in the first half. This has been just a very steady attacking side.
I wonder if he's gonna go Raptor side or just put his fucking bathroom side. Probably Raptor side. This is like a heavy round here.
It hasn't been an indicator.
I've been seeing a lot more of these super heavy basement rounds. Usually it was just like maybe one guy, maybe set it up, put jammers down and fall off, but now there's like people are dying up here.
Everyone on the side of Falcons, I imagine, is going to be tucked up for the first few seconds, not wanting to give themselves away so early this time, as we've seen happen in previous rounds.
Especially users switching to that scope. I was just going to try and teleport back to the site as soon as possible. Trying to overstay your welcome. Vida King firing some shots into the jacuzzi wall.
Kuzi, thank you for the sub. Thank you for subbing for 8 months in a row, bro. Appreciate the loyalty.
Construction and cash, respectively. Gonna run into that.
Was it 3-3 both sides?
Soliton scanner could find them out.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Play the mute jammer at your feet. Let's give someone away. Say that someone's out there.
Garage player on a CC extension.
But somebody needs to be hidden.
No shield this time to walk at him, Faze. What is your play here? They are rotating players over to CC side, so it does look like they still want to go for CC over. I have no idea what their goal is. Dirt walk usually means the player trying to get into lounge walk up red for a CC over. Oh wait. Holy fuck. I am so stupid. It is basement. I thought it was a gym. Yo.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, the heavy roams.
Yo, I'm stupid as hell, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I was dialed out, so I should have corrected
I was
you,
fully dialed out, bro.
Somebody's got to move at some point.
This is the play.
The whole time.
It's Jum on catwalk saying, look at me, look at me. Leaky Fact,
man.
he's just overplayed his hand there. He was caught in the mute jammer. No one really knew that he was there, and he was hoping to get a nice line off the back of that Kiba. The game's now up, though.
Users and Solotov are joining them on the roam. There are 3 players in CCTV cache right now. The site is basically empty. In fact, I think Breeday's in dirt. If Faze realize this is happening, Falcons might be in a bit of a tricky situation.
Good shot by casters. They could hit site right now, but if they get info, but I don't think they have info. And they fall back.
Jum retreating down. Okay,
That's 2 minutes wasted. No hatches open. Not an unsuccessful roam. 4v5 plays almost the same if you have like Valcams or BPs or anything. Yeah, Evax holding, flipping on the
team. That was demonstrated by Cyber's reluctance to go in and start to try and make something happen. We didn't see him on the scanner.
The big question though is now like,
lying to him at that point. Better off now. Drop back to the
if not for EFAX heroics, Falcons have basically lost the blue control every single time on this site. Or can they like make it work? Because they are in the shits right now. Oh my god.
Wow. Is that wait? This is huge.
Well, use this as the big wait. Use this huge play.
Oh.
Is there a guy in the kit hatch?
Good amount of kills himself.
There was.
Oh my god, Faze. Slaughter.
Wow.
They make it look easy. Kitchen hatch not open. Breach is not even workable.
Wow.
Yeah, for Falcons, it looks like if they don't have a fucking hero, they just lose.
Faze are really happy to work very effectively in a short period of time. It was something that Julio talked about in the timeout for Falcons. He said they're happy and they execute. That's where they are. It's where some of their strongest play comes out. And that was demonstrated, especially when you've invested so much into a roam game, so much that just doesn't get cleared because Faze know. They're like, we don't really want to challenge this. Unfortunately, it was the first kill. Leaky Fact challenging KDS. That broke the deadlock of defense saying, look, we're the defenders. We have the clock working down in our favor. You have to push us. And Faze were just holding for that opportunity. They were holding for that opening. And Leaky Fact gave it to him.
Handy 20 kills.
Literally played the rest of the round out. A whole 2 minutes, it felt like, after that opening pick. Actually, not. I feel like
who let this guy in the lobby,
half
bro?
the round gone after that.
Okay, Son, y'all really cooked picking up this handy guy like 17 years ago.
Now moving to the defense,
I don't even know when they picked up Handy.
To close things out. This is
was Handy with the Vita King pick? No, Vita King was the most recent pickup, right?
11-2 on going into the playoffs. It's coming up right after
this.
I thought Handy was on the original 3.
Faze can just win this one right here. They might be able to seal the series 2-0.
No, Handy and KDS joined.
Falcons.
Vita King, Handy, and KDS joined. No. Vita King joined for SI. Then Astro, Bullet, and Cameraman. Oh, Bullet, Cameraman leave, and then Handy KDS. Oh, Handy KDS are the most recent.
It's going to be on the blitz this time.
When was that?
Yeah, this was SI after SI 2023.
To get into the map very quickly.
Okay.
So Vita King joined for SI 2023, and then Handy and KDS joined after.
The danger man at the moment has been Handy. 20-7 at the moment, and he's going to be a big target for this first bout of roam clearing.
They want to hunt him down the best they can. Of course, the main target always will be Cyber. It's got Vita King for support. Ironic, it's normally the Valkyrie we see Cyber playing.
Honestly, bro, imagine being Cyber and you're always on the roam.
Shield goes out, Solotov down in the process. Jum also taking a lot of damage. If you wanted to clear out this roam,
oh no,
man.
He almost had 2, bro.
Three players going to pick Solotov back up.
Watch Falcons win this round, and it could have always been stopped right there.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Could have been a 4v2 right there.
Everybody? No, almost everybody back to the site. Silly of me. Of course,
Cyber's
Cyber's holding out. Moto hatch open, but ready to drop at a moment's notice.
Barricades in the fucking dream.
He's got the facility to play here for a little bit of time, hasn't he? He's even got the
Finally
default
falls
camera
off, gets a
open.
drone.
Just wants to take another drone down. Just continue to whittle this utility away for Falcons. Minute and a half left on the clock, and even 4 versus 4 on the execute. But you haven't got a full HD blitz.
Pretty confident it's clearing out barricades
how
up.
vulnerable a shield player can be when
Ooh,
they
impact
are
trick onto the
little to
Kitch
no
hatch.
health.
A fat minute since I've seen impact tricks in fucking Kitch hatch, bro.
This is going to be another slow one, it seems, Ollie. This kitchen hatch play has been excellent
more
for
impact
both
if they really
teams.
want to swap it
Because
out.
often we see the impacts get messed up, see the Hibana really bait them out well. But so far this game, Kitchen Hatch has been very difficult for the attacks to get.
We've always
Hatch,
they have Moto,
they have from both teams, and
Shield.
when you see
He's gonna get church wall open.
why
Yeah,
that's
he's gonna
happening,
get
or
church
see
wall
how
open
it's
right
happening,
now.
you get why these attacks are happening with 10 seconds left.
Falcons is still in a pretty good position right now. They've still got users and they've still got 3 sets of Bs. So they're going to be able to flood in and find out where the players are going to be hiding behind Generator, behind Kitchen, and behind inside a church. The problem is they haven't got the
Those
diffuser.
holes just aren't
And there's a
enough.
very
He can
short
still,
amount of
like,
time
he has
left
still...
now.
Yeah, he has
There's
2
so
more
much
pellets. I don't know why he doesn't open the middle of the wall up too.
From Cyber in that scanner, the drone's coming through. People upstairs.
We're gonna go for church
where
blue.
this drop is likely going to be coming
Grim's
from.
in
It's
stock.
going to be an explosive 25 seconds.
Or one in...
It's 1 blue, 1 kitch, 1 2
You
Moto side.
explode into the site and not fall prey to Faze, not fall prey
Yeah,
to this
Faze
prowess,
just
not
too
fall
strong.
prey to the
Holy
five-man
moly.
squad that just nobody
Faze
can
just so
seem to
solid,
beat.
man. Faze are just so
Falcons
solid.
after 14
Holy
rounds
moly.
goes the way of the 2-time.
What a game,
I'll
though.
be there for a little bit after this.
Faze close the book on Clubhouse.
Me prone, me
A
prone, me
Falcons
prone.
map pick, but one that they are all too familiar on. They started off a little bit slow. There have been people started on thinking, this isn't the Faze that we knew from the group stage, that ran through every NA team. But they pulled it out in the end. We've got more Siege to come here at the Salt Lake City Major. We are going to be back with map 2 right after this.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, chat. My bad, chat. I'll pay out. My bad, chat. Bang. Fuck it, we ball. G2 out of the finals? Yes, unfortunately they are out of the finals. SR plays Twisted Minds, and the winner of this game will play the winner of DZ wildcard. Is that Dapper? Yeah, this is Dapper. Did SR really dominate G2? I thought people were trolling. Well, if you want to see it, I just posted the video defense channel, so go check it out. Missed it. But G2 just out now? Yes. It's a single elimination playoffs. If you lose, you're out. Way to go, and I appreciate that. Where's predictions? You guys want to start predictions for next map? I'll start predictions for next map. Who wins map 2? Predictions up. Predictions. I already did. Bro, I was talking about Feds chat, Prince. You gotta lock in, Prince. You are not locked at the moment. Dapper, did G2 need that ego check from SR? I don't really know if it was necessarily an ego check. I just think that SR played the fucking shit out of that game. Hey, Dapper, what's up, Mel? Bet I got some dinner. W update from Tier 8. Hello, Flipper. Oh. Sad that G2 couldn't go against Falcons, but I'm also kind of glad Ambi slammed his did G2. Banger from the chat. Absolutely. Who you got on Twisted Minds versus SR? I mean, dude, if SR played the way they did against G2, I don't think Twisted Minds even have a chance. What map one? I missed it. Phase 1 map 1.
Well, they're the two-time world champs for a reason. In a match like that, the back and forth, the cat and mouse, the adaptability from both teams, FaZe Clan come out on top. It is what they do best. Fox, both teams played an incredible map, but it's no surprise that FaZe are the ones with the victory.
It's a bittersweet moment for Falcons because they played so good. Both teams played amazing. An adaptive masterclass. I was saying it to you guys in the green room that when it was 5-5 and we saw Julio call that timeout, he perfectly read exactly what FaZe was doing. They transitioned into bringing the shields to hard push into the sites to be able to adapt to Falcons' roaming, their utility, and immediately they say, let's play back, let's play in the site, let's focus on stalling them out, and that's when we go for the flanks, and then it goes all the way to overtime. What a situation. Both teams deserved it. At the end of the day, FaZe is the best team in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that was a clean shot. And even for LickyFact, I mean, they opened up this matchup with LickyFact getting two big important rounds just to put them up 2 ahead. And then even in this round for Joom. And I'm glad I highlighted these two players in particular because they're the ones that are taking that responsibility, that are really being the most flexible and versatile, but it really has been showing throughout that entire half.
This was the dynamic that you highlighted coming in. Joom on this roster, not only playing well and making the team strong, but enabling LickyFact to perform incredibly well. That's exactly what we saw.
I think there's something to also take from it, especially when LickyFact can play on an operator like Solid Snake, where he can gain that info. He doesn't need to rely on the teammates to be able to get that feedback. So when he has that information, not only can he take control of the round, and he's obviously mechanically gifted and can shoot back, but he can also instantly identify where the openings are, how he can find the gap, how he can exploit. And both FaZe and Falcons were doing such a phenomenal job at understanding where they can go for an aggressive play, where they can fall back to, and then playing that trade game. I mean, it really was a game of numbers and just playing that back and forth.
Yeah, that round LickyFact flanked on the basement. Yeah. And instead of going for the moto guy, Prones goes for the secured on the round win. I mean, we're selling FaZe a little short here, talking about how good Falcons was. FaZe was amazing in their own right on adapting. But, I mean, it's another day in the office for them. They were expected it, and now they're going to a map like Chalet, which is their best map.
Right, and they also had the clutch potential on that last map that will no doubt carry over into Chalet. We saw the clutch from Vidiking as well on that last map. I mean, so many things that were going their way.
This is what I was saying, why, like, Clubhouse is fundamentally, that's where it's focused on, is the sheer fundamentals and capitalizing off of mistakes. And the mistakes already was allowing that information coming from Gem, where Cyber probably doesn't sprint up main and get that pick. Now, granted, Falcons did have a good fight back. They responded very well, but it wasn't enough. They were able to take sight from the side from Faze, and then for Vidiking, a masterclass, absolutely dog-walking uses around the top floor and inevitably giving them. And again, when it's a game of numbers, it's a game of these rounds. That round, had that information maybe not been there, they get rid of it, this maybe turns into a 7-7, and we aren't here yet, and we could be discussing maybe Falcons then wins it in an overtime. But fact of the matter is, Faze, whenever it comes down to these close rounds, they are ice cold.
I mean, there's so many what ifs, but one guarantee is Handy showing up when you need him the most. I mean, 20 kills. We've been having so many amazing individual plays. First Ambi, we started Licky off hot on this map 1. Now Handy with 20 kills.
Listen, I can guarantee you that same portrait, that same facial expression on KDS's face was probably the exact same outcome once they finished that series.
Well, here now, Falcons have to figure something out because they're going into Faze's best map.
Yeah.
How can they overcome this and send us to the third?
Playing the exact same.
That's right.
Playing literally the exact same and not allowing as little mistakes as that they were making here on Clubhouse.
At the end of the day, it's Faze. So either way, Falcons is putting their best foot forward. And I agree, they're adapting so well. The timeouts are coming in perfectly from Julio. Maybe if we can see Licky being able to identify that earlier on instead of needing a timeout or faster, that's where we could see Falcons get the edge over Faze.
Right, that's a big difference maker. You highlighted the importance of that timeout, how right at that moment, if Falcons were going to win the map, that could have been the breaking point for them, but Faze made the comeback, they sent it to overtime. Lax, if they can recognize the adjustments they need to make sooner, you gotta think that will set themselves up.
Absolutely, but that's gonna be so important, is that they can identify those moments or identify those gaps very early on and realize, okay, Faze did play an aggressive game before, now they're playing a little slower. That's when we should maybe get a little more aggressive. Or when they notice they're playing a little aggressive, maybe that's when we should fall back sooner and then play into our layers. But again, that really is gonna be on the side of Falcons. And again, for Faze, you're going on to by far one of your best maps. You're 15-4 on it. The comfort already coming into this. I mean, if we could just look at all the player cams, everyone is just calm, collect. I mean, this is day in, day out Faze, night and day. They're going to be expected to win this map, but it's not to say that Falcons certainly can't fight for it and push it to a map 3.
I mean, the main reason why Faze is so dominant when it comes to Chalet is their attacking half. They're very scary on it without really needing to take many of the much of the map.
They do a lot of it outside the map.
They set up on the outsides. They set a lot of positions where if you're roaming, you run back, you get caught. That's where you lose that opening pick. So that's what Falcons needs to go into it, keeping their head on a swivel, making sure they're not losing those opening picks outside the window.
I think even more, especially on a map like this will only amplify how Cyber can move and facilitate around and how he can just pick and prod around the map. They have to be vigilant of that. They have to be hyper fixated on. We haven't seen Cyber on the board yet. Clearly, he's looking for somewhere to attack.
He was playing a lot slower because he was getting caught off guard.
Don't forget about Eastern Standard and Eastern Daylight.
They're not going to be able to do too much. But on a map like Chalet, again, we've seen Cyber in many positions. And against SR, he had 5 opening kills himself.
Yes.
So that being said, it's very possible for him to take control of a map.
Well, the situation for Falcons here, obviously they've had an incredible run through SLC so far. I mean, looking at this, if they lose this second map, do you consider SLC a failure for them, or can they be okay with this?
I think, yeah, EDT,
I'm gonna be
EST,
completely
I'm pretty
honest.
sure there's
I
also...
do see it as a failure because the whole point of making the roster was to finally win something. You don't want to keep getting second.
Oh, I
place. You don't want to
hate
keep
time
getting
zones. I think everybody should be on the same
time. You want to eventually
zone.
win, and now would be the cherry on top is if they bring June into this roster, they're able to get over this hurdle. They're able to finally get over that hurdle of winning something. And if you go out sooner than later here, I would honestly say it's a failure.
You have like all your normal regional time zones, but then you have
a
universal time.
On Faze's
I'm pretty sure there is
best map.
time
it is Chalet,
What?
map number 2. Over to Lynx and XR Troika to see if Falcons have what it takes.
Universal time.
Falcons don't just need a win. Falcons need hope. They need a
chance.
They need to lock in. Because
forgot you
with a
about
map
it.
like
I got
this
a
coming up for
$2
Faze, an basically unbeatable record.
I'm back, motherfuckers. Map 2, here we go, Chalet. Faze is currently, at least what we think, is the best Chalet team in the world. So this is going to be rough for Falcons if that remains true today. Hold on, it's getting a bit cold. I'm going to turn up my AC.
I quite enjoy how you say basically unbeaten. You want to hazard a guess to the 2 teams that have beat Faze on this map?
Did I bury the lead a little bit on that one?
I think you may have buried the lead. They beat Fluxo, sorry, they lost to Fluxo W7M, but they also have lost to Falcons. Now, it was a long time ago. It was back in the November Major.
Correct.
So there is, I mean, it's the edge of the data that we've sort of gone to, and it's at the deepest
Yo,
part
chat,
of
how come
the
Bolo gets to
teams
eat food
I
in
see
peace,
what we
and
wanna
whenever
talk
I
about between
eat,
these
it's
two
I'm
teams? So
fat, I'm
how
always
much it
getting
means
big, I'm
time
always getting
will
full, I'm
only
always
tell.
eating, this
There
is
is
my
one
third
thing
meal
for
today, I'm a fat
certain,
ass.
and that is that a 10-2
I'm a
record
dad.
on a map
Oh,
in this day
that
and
make-
age
yeah, I
is
guess that's
no
true.
joke whatsoever.
So I just need to have a
He's
kid in my chest and start being nicer to me?
absolutely love Chalet.
Probably.
The Falcons, they knew that going into this. They have left
He's
this
skinny.
map open. This is a best of 3. They could have
You
got rid of this
fat
map if they wanted
ass.
to. But they're
Well, how much
obviously
do you
feeling
weigh?
confident enough to bring it out at this point.
And you can feel, you can
175?
understand a little bit why that
Bro,
is.
we weigh the
because
same.
If we just had, you know, the wild card game that started off, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah, bro.
why are we going to Chalet?
I'm built different.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, you're
right
right,
at the end of
my
the
fault.
switch, we get a beautiful 7-2 performance against Virtus Pro Ollie, in which Falcons did lock in, did get
Pounds,
it out,
not
and they
kilos,
completely
fat.
demolished one of the best teams in Europe.
That's a banger.
But you're
So the Falcons
5'1",
decide to get
and
into round
he's
number one, then
6'3".
Falcons gonna be starting off on that attacking
Okay, well,
side.
that's just
Head over
false.
to Azami
I'm
and Mirror,
6'7".
pretty par for the course.
Gotta come over here and hype Maga.
It was a combination of Monty, Snake, Lion, and Deimos played.
Bolo looks like
in
he
the
should
game
be
versus
like
VP,
6'3", but
and it
someone
was
kind of
very,
squashed him down.
very successful.
Put him in the
Brede played Monty
stretch
in
res.
4 out of
The
the
stretch
6 rounds.
res. There's 2 Mozzies on that door? That ass?
Now we've still got the trifecta.
That's crazy. He zapped one and then there was another. Oh, it's like it's doubled up so that like maybe he zaps it and then drives through and then he gets like hacked.
Solotov goes first down again. Handy continuing
Is that crazy?
opening
Take that.
prowess we saw on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
Right
hot and
over
cold
onto
sneaking
Chalet.
nose.
He has not skipped
Hot
a
and gold,
beat.
hot and gold.
And he's hit and made 21 with that kill. Just continuing unimpeachable performance for FaZe throughout this series so far. But LickyFac, he's taken the reins.
Azami,
taking
Mira,
the dope
Montaigne, Snake.
He's trying to hunt down Handy. We saw him on these blue stairs. He's still there right now. Joom taking the exact position he typically plays.
Oh,
Chalet
that
and
kills him?
Cyber.
Holy shit, he was on the
How is he
desk and
ready for it?
everything.
Joom is standing on the desk trying to avoid the C4. Handy and KDS can only do so much to avoid LickyFac and Usus. Creeping up through the middle of the map, finding 2 kills. KDS and Handy both outside. Now Cyber.
Cyber's in the
Fully
shit.
outside the rest of the setup.
He has an Echo
That
drone with
difficult
him.
Position that defenders often have to
And he's
play.
getting supported by an Echo
Trying
drone.
to play his life as LickyFac's
No more
holding
dope
his
calls.
cutoff. A Yokai will give some
Cyber's
support,
trying to waste time
give
right now.
some
He's like dead no matter what,
and
so.
push her back with a quick Yokai stun. But he still remains, and LickyFac, one around the corner for Cyber.
Good by Falcons.
Going up against Usus on the opposite
They do have one
side.
C4
No match
Echo
the
drone for
F2.
plant denial
Falcons
if
with an
they
advantage.
Falcons trying to force that one con, but time is there's too much time left for Falcons in my opinion.
Cyber off and get him away from the rest of the pack. Vitterking, he can start to now rotate some of that Yokai utility and get it into a little bit of a better position. They've done a great job of holding out on that extension.
The
but
Echo
now
drone
they find
on
themselves
Ivy.
where they weren't able to keep Cyber safe and they weren't able
I
to
mean,
trade
dude,
it back. So now we have a
Falcons just have so
situation
much
where Vitterking
utility
and
here. They can do
Souls
so
are left
much.
in a bit of a
Aside
disadvantage
from the
here.
call, it's the only
LickyFac
thing
and
that they're
Usus,
missing out
yes,
on.
they are both low, but there's still 45 seconds left on the clock and still ways of gathering information. Brede, he's got a full wealth of utility, everything to play with on Capital right now.
And depending on how many
Yeah, they just
back
have to worry about
are
Souls. If they
remaining,
go for
could
half
get
all plant, they have to worry about Souls
They've got
wrapping
some
piano
time to
side.
go.
Where the fuck is the other guy?
Well, surely he found something regarding piano.
Oh,
he's pushed up off that.
On office door. And Souls stuck currently behind the piano shield. Sees one creep in, but this is an easy position to read for Falcons. A much harder
Dude, he almost
player to
one-tapped
deal
that
with.
fucking guy.
bro.
It's just LickyFac for a couple more seconds.
Oh!
So Brede can get back
Movement.
up. Hitting the wrap around, Soul sees another.
Oh,
Only so
the double
much
swing.
ammo in that
Falcons
Roni.
first round.
Even just a quick spray depletes his supply.
Oh, I like the smiles from
Falcons
Evac.
bounce
That's
back
good.
quick.
Have fun, bro. Just have fun, bro. Just have fun, bro. Just have fun, bro.
And as we've learned, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish, but that is the best way that they could have kicked off this
Wait,
campaign.
hold on. They're laughing a lot. They're laughing a lot. I can't lie, bro.
But it was looking a bit dicey for
That's a
time.
good sign for Falcons. Usually they're quite tilted
The
after a
early
loss.
portion was fantastic.
Falcons
Again,
mental
it
good,
came
bro.
down to a player like Usus. 2 very key kills that he's able to get that just free up the roam game. All of a sudden, bam, don't need to worry about it. We can just start moving forward. Dealing with those players in those lurk positions and not allowing them to get back to site has been massive for Falcons so far. Not only have they been doing it quite cheaply, but they've also been doing it very effectively time-wise, giving themselves plenty for the later portion.
2 men cleared by LickyFac and Usus there. Only 2 players with Falcons to get kills throughout that round, and quite literally just moving into the middle floor, carving up the roam. splitting the winnings, and moving on to the site with Brede to go for that plant. Big first round for Falcons to bounce back after a heartbreaking loss on their pick of Clubhouse. You need everything you can get your hands on Faze's home turf. The first site goes their way. We'll now look to bar and games for the second. One that we saw Falcons, and I think a lot of teams so far this tournament, Ollie, show a bit of a preference towards. And a position that we always see a lot of attention paid to is that stock position. Getting library, making sure you're not exposing yourself to that angle. It's something Falcons will have to concern themselves with.
KDS, got a lot of toys to play with at the moment. He's also got Vitiking down below. If that hatch is open, which it is,
it's a cool shield.
Nice
Lots of move in and out of library, a lot easier if he gets nade bombed.
Straightforward to clear out this library position.
Are they going for the nade bomb on this guy? He has 2 shields.
Couple of magnets kicking around.
He has 2 shields top mess, one facing slant and one facing inside library.
We're going to have to see some utility exchanged over in that direction. Leaky Fact, he's going to get a chance here, and he doesn't need to land three shots with that DMR.
I get back right as the first kill happens.
Yeah, no library corner player, side hop is free, blitz
is it just a horizontal?
Now he's got the blitz moving on in.
Wow.
Trying to make basically round 1 happen again.
4v2, 1 pickle, 1 top. They have the guy held
Holy
up.
fucking moly. What a crunch on the side, 2 shields, oh my god. And they're laughing and smiling too. They're getting loose and wicked.
We'll take it.
It's a carbon copy so far for how Clubhouse started. 2 very dominant rounds. Let's hope for Falcons' sake they don't run out of gas again. Early timeout from Faze potentially?
No, surely not.
It worked quite well on Club. Worked very well on Club.
Yeah, they're laughing. They're laughing.
I don't know. Licky Fact dropped like a truth nuke on the enemy team and dropped like 8 kills in the first 2 rounds. We haven't really seen that.
I don't think that's what a truth nuke is.
What's worse though? One player
Truth
dropping 8.
Yeah, hashtag truth nuke.
Truthula bomb.
What?
I think 8 being the biggest number here.
Simple
brain. This is simple brain.
That's a truthular bomb.
Well, what are you opening up your game for? Why are you launching your game?
I thought it was a DM. I thought it was DM. I thought it was DM. I thought it was.
What do I know?
I saw your Steam notification pop up.
Oh, I was like, why are you watching my stream? I was like, how'd you know?
Let's play a little bit of clash here. We've got Cyber on a bit of a trademark of his. It's going to be out there on Ella. Just looking to...
Why you be like... Oh, wait, QB anti-cheat? QB anti-cheat?
QB anti-cheat. Please secure the thing that's something to add. Please man, love it. Start taking it easy.
Bit of a one-two players getting in through more, getting in through bottom game. So it's going to be where he's going to start to lay a couple of those traps.
Well, I didn't get the notification. It just did it by itself.
Still has all his Grizzbots in pocket.
Flash.
He'll be playing those as and when required.
Cade, likely quad reinforced box wall. They King blue stairs for clash.
Getting control of that library and getting downstairs into bar and games and starting to use that to push through the rest of the site.
It's been the focal point for each one of these rounds from Falcons. Going quite different ways.
They don't have a clash.
Saw a lurk in the first, shield in the
What?
second.
I mean, they don't have a
more
cap for the
direct
clash.
and Solitov hopping
So it's
in.
more...
Getting immediate lay of the
You're
land.
just gonna try to do it direct, like open up the walls,
see what's over by blue stairs. See what's over in short.
I think they're just gonna go for this
Maybe,
clash
jump
right
out
now.
there.
Jew, hello.
You may.
Clash will make it out.
A lot of opening deaths that we saw on Clubhouse, but this time playing the normal library position.
That's big
for
Jume
Falcons,
right there.
Finding a bit more success this go around. The long angle takes down Handy, a player you have to deal with against Faze we've seen throughout this series.
Oh.
But Cyber as well. An absolute menace on these defenses.
Yeah, just clash on blue stairs layer. This should not be like a not too hard of a kill to get onto Vita King, I feel like.
Also, a lot of utility dedicated.
Oh, does Souls have the
to
wall
clearing out
soft?
Vitiking
Does he have like a
on this
pixel on the
Yeah,
blue
the
stairs?
wall soft.
Oh.
Very
Because they have the one wall opened up.
Yeah.
Falcons trying their best to use this.
That's a big one.
Yep, there you go. Wall soft for that reason. Crossfire onto the blue stairs player. Shield back up. Vita King can run down if he wants to, right? Oh my god!
Oh, from the
Really good
top
decision.
ropes.
Pile drives the clash, and yet
This is a good strat by Faze. I like the strat.
So good
Oh my god, Souls.
Damn.
Is that Mingo?
So good with the TCSG. Licky Fack.
You think you plugged in roller for this
Yeah,
round?
bro. Big plugged in roller. What the fuck is that?
Bodies currently litter short at men who thought themselves capable of fighting souls sitting inside of
Crazy
dining.
crossfire with the clouds. I was wondering, so if this wall was default reinforced, chat, this strat would have literally sucked ass.
What are you gonna do to
But
get
he
around
has the
this?
wall soft, which
Intel
has that means there's a cross onto the
Playing
clash
so
from
patient.
office
He sees
and from
around the
dining.
corner.
Great strat from Faze.
Souls doesn't even have to move to get 4 kills for Faze.
Well, this guy is
Bit of an unfortunate one there for
unimpressed.
Falcons. They never actually managed to get that side wall open. Just too distracted in the hold.
He doesn't
too
know where
distracted in the clash,
beautiful
too distracted in
masterpieces
cyber
witness.
and what was going on elsewhere on the map. Without that wall open, it's going to be very easy for a player like Souls to tuck in, find a very tight angle, and just continue to hold it. Kept Viking alive for a good portion of time on those library stairs, and of course, as we saw, was able to grab 3 kills for his troubles. Faze join Falcons on the scoreboard now. Scoreline still 2-1, which will favor Falcons. They're going to choose now to take their tactical timeout.
Não, coloca uma step lá pro Cyber, tá ligado? Faz umas turns lá pra ele. E o Souls também, em vez de pegar a Moz, pega uma trap também.
O foda
Tipo,
é que quem vai fazer
eu preciso de trap na porta do bar, tá ligado? Pra esses caras aí que vão...
Escuta,
deixa eu continuar. Isso aí no bomb da Switch. No bomb do bar, o Souls pega a Arune, a gente vai fazer a mesma avançada, só com o Souls e a Arune rodando um pouquinho a posição do KDS, tá ligado? Porque se eles fazem...
Translate, bro. I don't speak fucking Portuguese. Why don't you guys translate, bro? Say something in chat.
Então manter ali.
Yo, Brazilian speakers in my chat, bro. Where y'all at, bro? Lock in, twin.
Brazilian speakers.
I'm sorry, Portuguese speakers in my chat. Sorry.
Acho melhor o Rent pegar Torn e o Smoke, que ele faz as trap.
Well, I mean, technically it could be right because it's like you're speaking in Brazilian.
Yeah, you are speaking Brazilian Portuguese. It is called Brazilian Portuguese.
Dialects and shit, man.
Despite taking the win in round 4, Faze clearly a little bit concerned. And to be fair, basically that entire round coming out of Souls baiting Viking on blue stairs as part of the strategy. Clash draws the attention, TCSG gets the kills. But
he said that he need to stay calm, stick to the strats, and keep talking. W trans.
Clearly hearing some things in the comms he is not the biggest
Sorry,
fan of.
I can't adopt that lingo. I'm not.
Going into round 4.
Whoa, camper chair.
The current meta for time.
I can't adopt my chat's tendencies. I can't call channel points CP and I can't call translation trends.
Whatever that second side is.
Yeah, you could have your chat do it, but you can't.
I'll have my chat do it. I can't do it myself, bro.
Over on Clubhouse, starting to develop here on Chalet as well.
Ooh, Gig, I can think of the subject. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for letting sir.
We've got the Ella this time being played by Souls. Cyber, he's going to flick over onto a mute, and we are going to start to see a little bit of Thorn action. We've got it a little bit inside of round 2, but we are going to get it here in round 4 as well. Top floor hold now for Faze. The Falcons. It's all about how they are going to try and break this. They burst into the first couple of rounds. Users, massive 3K in round 1. Leaky fight, really.
Where did he run out from?
Opening pick in round 2.
Fireplace.
Round 4,
Front door run out.
Cyber catches him short with the SMG-11. And Lion, something that is often banned by Faze on this very map.
Oh, fast take?
Are they
going to kill off that?
No, Viking forced out of the corner as
Oh, he's in big window.
Usually not an operator we see.
Guys, a Thorn though. There's a Thorn on big window? Holy fuck.
Get back into things.
That's crazy. No nades now for the player. Oh, they're just going straight for him.
Joom not even using the shield.
Oh my god.
He's put it on his back, pulled out the scar, and I'll be pulling out cam duty for Brede for the next 2 minutes.
Dude, that's crazy. Who the fuck expects there to be a Thorn trap on big window repellent, bro? Holy fuck.
Faze quickly realizing the situation.
That's a different level of prep by Faze.
Honestly, it's kind of nice. It's like a quick hit, like a yin jump or anything like that.
Yeah.
By Falcons, a timeout
like very little teams do that. Yeah.
It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, it's like one Thorn is a fucking big investment.
Huge.
And it wasn't even the timeout that did that for Faze. It felt like the timeout could have happened or not. It was the way that Falcons approached the round. They were just running at them full sprinting, maybe trying to embody a little bit of that energy that they brought in rounds 1 and 2. And this time,
Deadly, think of the subject. I appreciate my love with your sword. Take it easy.
Threshold.
Oh, attack pause. That's a sign of attack pause right there.
That's off.
You can see the idea from Falcons as well. Just trying to get some quick pace, especially at the attack timeout. As we obviously heard, Faze paying a lot of attention to what operators they want to bring, what kind of setup, and a lot of operators as well that don't really do a lot of moving, don't really do a lot of sprinting around the map, a lot of smoke, a lot of the Rooney talk. And so Falcons, not even knowing that, decided to make the read to go quickly, and it's just completely it's stopped entirely by Faze Clan. We're going to tie things up again, just like Clubhouse. This could mean we have another OT game for us in store. Faze have the momentum presently in Falcons. Now the onus is on them. Bring this momentum back to make a compelling argument against the 2-time world champions. Bar in games from Faze now. Another site we heard mentioned a little bit in the timeout from Faze. We'll have to see what changes we see here, because again, it seems aside from Cyber, pretty much everyone's got the memo, and it is stick to the site.
Last time we saw Bar.
Maybe. Holy shit. Falcons. Cyber has spawn picked evac twice in a row now. Cyber doesn't give a fuck, bro.
As this game ticks on by, and that is that FaZe are going to challenge Falcons at the spawn. They are
What is he gonna type to him, bro?
Passage to the building at all.
Let me play, bro.
Even saying, let me play. Let me do something. Let me have a bit of involvement here. High spirits for the moment, but this is going to get to crunch time very quickly.
Has the towel been thrown? Is that a sign of defeat?
Nah.
That's actually a very like.
DMR is caught with an 8 in hand. Somehow doesn't
I don't know. That
die.
seems like that doesn't sound like
I
something
honestly
safe.
cannot believe June
Yeah.
did not just die to KDS's MP5. But mine instead just slips back around the corner, plays the mezzanine position. Oh, safe and sound for Falcons out on the balcony, but FaZe still in the advantage. Again, KDS.
I'm fucking with that shield setup more and more, bro.
He's got
Let's him duck in and out.
So can dodge line of sight against the attack for the moment. In a particularly difficult position for the attack to clear. You might have these magnets that can catch the bolts. You don't have a whole lot of secondary utility to burn it either. And so getting Usus activated by extension is going to be a bit more difficult so long as this is alive.
Smoke holes, go for hop, go for plant.
Down below, Usus also joining
double hop
June around the
mud.
What's going
position.
mud?
Double
He's gonna
hop
fake it.
mud.
He's gonna fake a side window, and then they're gonna go for the blue guy.
They can afford to go for something
Wow,
a little
but
bit
they're
more.
First time
ready.
it's
FaZe
doing
are
anything.
so ready.
Did he even send it?
FaZe are so ready. Yeah, I don't know. The side guy wouldn't have been able to look for him if Brita actually sent it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't even. Oh!
Oh, maybe not. He's been locked down by a razor.
What the hell?
He just sees the head again. Firebolt going out. Might just force him out of position. Force Cyber to the left. This smoke might harm Brede just as much as it helps. He'll creep through as he regains all his mobility.
And he just off sound.
But it's an easy pre.
But yeah, if Brady just tried to shoot at the guy's stock or even smoke off his holes, if Blitz gets to walk at the guy blue there, it's like, it probably would have ended a bit differently.
Going up against in that final 1 versus 2. Very dug back. No need to overreact. No need to pressure. Just wait for Brede to make his chosen play, whether that's get the diffuse down and don't push for that time, or he tries to sneak his way on through the smoke. And the call was good from Falcons. They knew where the deployable shield was. They knew that there was no way that they were going to get harmed if they tried to just walk into the site, and especially going through that mudroom angle. But they just never accounted for Handy and Handy's position on that lower portion.
But by the same token, it seems quite evident that Handy had accounted for that possibility.
Well, guess what? If Leaky Fat dies first, where's Leaky Fat likely going to be coming up from? Probably garage. Probably up those very blue stairs, that very blue corridor, and it just opens the door and Handy can go, oh, great. Thanks, Cyber. I'll just play here for free, shall I?
And so, FaZe continuing to show just how complete a package this team is.
Up late scrolling DoorDash is actually
fucking
fucking
4-5 for over 3 years at this point. FaZe
Says
might
up
have been in
late
major
scroll-
finals before, but this roster, while they haven't, they have shown their dominance, their consistency on the international scene time and time again, event after event. And a kind of thing like that,
You're not wrong, though.
where the attack hasn't cleared out the top floor, are they going to go from basement? They're going to go
Up
from
late
blue
scrolling
or mud.
DoorDash is fucking
They've
hilarious.
made these
Fucking
calculations
awesome.
so many times in the past.
I love
it gives
DoorDash.
them the confidence to go for that
He almost died to Cyber again.
Gotta give Licky Fat credit.
Oh
Still
my
keeping
God.
positive, and thankfully, for all of us, no spawn peak going the way of FaZe.
I love how both of them are still going for it here. Like, this is an elimination
hilarious,
map,
bro.
potentially. And they're both just having a bit of a laugh on a spawn peak. A couple of points of damage put in onto Leaky Fack as well. And we all know Siege, one shot, headshot, regardless of range, you're going to be out of there. So it's dancing with the devil a little bit, but he'll get away with it for the first opening portion of round 6. No doubt there will be an engagement a little bit later on, likely between those two. But at least in the first minute, everyone has stayed alive. Prede has also made pretty good ground, already getting himself through that fireplace.
Back to serious IGLing.
Already knocking on the door of this upstairs breach. Obviously a hold of upstairs.
Tube
inside
keeps his
of
hold
Officer
closed
Master is pretty much
for a bit.
required to
Stall.
keep control of kitchen. So that's why Handy's
No,
there. He can
they
place
do have
those
range
auto
hard
canisters
breach. I
and
wonder if
just
they use
slow
it for
down
half
this
wall.
progress.
Holy
Try to
moly.
keep the attack at bay as long as possible. Handy also facing some vertical pressure from player down below and dining.
What was that, Ace? Was that Ace
Almost
for dining
lethal
wall?
damage to use us, but the Ace just escaping.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now Handy taking up an off angle on the office.
Yeah, he opened it from main door.
June.
Oh, he's fucking low.
Might just tangle with him.
behind
Got
the
Deathmark
desk.
trackers to give himself an advantage. Bit of getting flashed on the double window, but
The
nobody
fuck?
actually on the rappel, so he's safe for the time being.
Oh, flash just for fun?
Nothing to worry about. That might change as Usus. Moving up to the side of the building, looking to take forward angle.
Cyber.
That was the easiest kill of his life.
Cyber just making all the plays this game. Good flood by Falcons though. The real question is, do they transition to plant now?
And Cyber making that
C4's and Master.
to be off-site.
I don't think they can stop the plant with technically because half wall control is 2 Falcons. A lot across or plant. What's the play?
But there is a bit of a cutoff being held on this top floor. The site is downstairs though, and now we have to see the transition here from Falcons. They haven't really got the bodies.
I feel like they're just gonna hold. They have hold, right?
I think they're just gonna plant.
But they need to make progress on the site here, Links. Otherwise,
Joom's gonna see. The thing is, holding the top from Kanan is kind of scary.
I think it's. Oh, it's only just Joom top. Okay.
Creating some new angles in the wall is only going to add so much to this Falcons attack. Liquifax made his way in, cleared a new path, but the diffuser not in
Just who hits the shots here while they go in. Vidiking gets one. Ow.
Oh my
on his forehead. Wait, that's Joom dead. That's half wall. That's half wall control. Faze at vert. Huge gunfight from Vidiking.
Against the best team in the world is to give themselves an equation that they could solve in their sleep. Bride and Liquifax just one.
Wow, Vidiking huge 1v1 above. Oh!
Wow.
He's been here before. He's got the job done. He's given FaZe a 4-2
Parker Saeed,
lead.
thank you for the sub to die. Appreciate it, man. Love it better. Yes, sir. Take it easy. Back time out. Falcons, I think?
Who's yelling?
Or no? FaZe?
Who's screaming? Who's yelling?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, one attack. They are
it's
at
halftime.
the same time, exact same time, so we should be ready to react together. I think we just play our game. Like, what the fuck we have to lose, you know? Don't have nothing to lose, guys. If you guys wanna play fucking aggro, refrag, we can do it. If you wanna play for
I like that.
we can do it good as well. I feel like on attack, these last rounds, just like the guy pause and say, "Oh, it's spawn pick." I don't know what and then last round, I think just missing was like the 3-1, you know? You just go at the same page, and that's what we need for defense, okay?
Yeah.
If you can explain the
I will just say, like, they always put at the same time, exec at the same time. That's why they are good on the map, guys. So when we see someone pushing, the other will push. Or there is maybe the jungle guy cutting. But they will all push at the same time, and that's why they're really good on this map, okay? So we should be ready to react together. They never put Claymore on piano and bathroom window, but they put always for library mud and big garage. So if you want to run out, you run out on the window.
Run out bathroom window, never run out on mud or never run out in library.
Master solar clear, as for with one holding piano, like the combat from piano.
Não tô deixando o cara jogar, pô. Tá puta.
E é isso. Tem muito o que falar não. E o bar é splitado, os caras gostam de fazer aquela play de recuar pro CEO, só que tipo assim, eles jogam recuando pro CEO, eles reforçam as duas paredes, só que eles peitam Tesla, pega drone lá, tá ligado? A play é pra recuar, mas eles ficam se matando lá na frente.
Vocês costumam pegar boneco de queimar pra ficar esperto com uma veco? Então eu vou jogar de 4 né?
Nenhum dos bagulho ele trouxe boneco de queimar, velho.
Eu vou fazer. Eu já de 4 tá, Rafa?
You like to give the sub to add, appreciate it, man.
E o cara sempre joga KDS, então a open kill do KDS vai dar bom, tá? Se você começar a jogar com você? Aham. Ele sempre começa a KDS, eu faço aquela HS e você dá prefire.
Bora aí, guys. Bora, porra. Bora gastar porra. Boa, Cyber, boa, Sozão. Boa, cadê? Aqui, vamos. Vou ver quem são os bonecos que estão open, porque tipo...
One thing I think it's worth mentioning that we heard in that TAC timeout, nothing really angry. I feel like every event we've been treated to like some kind of crash out from Liquifax, a moment where it just seems like the pressure's getting to them, where he's freaking out and
this is
everybody
W
on the
mental
team
by
feels
EFAC.
scared.
Even if they lose, I think that's a W mental like
30,
improvement on the
seconds.
team
They
in
were
general.
literally cracking jokes about Cyber spawn peeking them, and it feels like even if they end up losing this, it feels like Falcons have absolved themselves of the pressure that was really weighing them down on those past rosters and those
lack
past
of pressure.
tournaments.
It was evident even from Julio.
The lack of
just,
volatility.
Guys, go out there and have fun.
Good
if you want to play quickly, play quickly. If you want to play aggro, play aggro. Yeah. Just go out there and play whatever you think is going to be the best play style, whatever matches.
Like maybe it's like a too nice kind of thing right now.
Refreshing in some ways.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Falcons, at least I've seen through the Swiss stage and right now, is just well, they said about lack of 3-2-1, like their coordination, their micro coordination, just never there really. They all feel like solo players.
Falcons.
Yeah, going to the next stage, you really want to work on that.
Maybe understanding that that's where they're going to perform their best here as they go into what is undoubtedly going to be a tough half of Siege against FaZe.
Yeah, the issue with playing FaZe on these chalet attacks is they...
Bro, this is kind of KDS is 1-4, Vidiking is 1-6, and it just feels like it's a fucking... I mean, granted, it's only 4-2.
Could be Snake.
It feels like it's worse than it is.
Yeah.
Like the Grim and the Ying.
This is what happens when you have fucking Cyber, bro, just running around doing whatever the fuck he wants.
The most pointless for their opponents, because you can take out important things. The Monty Snake, probably the two best bans on this map against FaZe unequivocally, and they can just basically play every style on this map.
Like Library Direct.
You can play for your own comfort because you're not going to play to disrupt FaZe.
You're still giving Cyber
Go to the basement, open up the stock wall.
And if you don't ban the Deimos, you're still giving him Snake.
Be the king, burn up the corner of Library, Blackbird hops through, goes for plan on
them something extremely
default
powerful. Handy, of course, on the Blackbeard as
or
well.
not. Or he's campfire solo pushing from solar over. Oh, it's a pull? Is it a solo Capital pulled for direct? And then he just takes free control solar side. Interesting.
A few months on Chalet.
Beautiful concept by FaZe. They pressure out Library Direct. They have the operators for Library Direct, and they just go take solar side for completely free. Or not. Wait, never mind.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I think they only opened up the windows. I don't think they didn't.
Oh, everybody
Probably
let's
just like a
go.
phantom
Yeah.
pressure. They're just setting everything up.
Yeah.
Bit of a quieter showing in the opening 6 rounds here on Chalet, but kind of outshone by both
T-Fact, that's from Solo Roamer.
Oh, there's a player in bathroom though.
Early scan onto Leaky Fack. I believe he'll cleanse himself there in one of those mute jammers and can immediately get rid of that death mark tracker. But it's not stopped Cyber from moving in towards Solar
EFAC and
side.
June wanting to fight.
Stopped him. June and Licky Fack also taking a peek over towards Piano. I was going to say KDS will absolutely be known by Falcons. He always plays this position, always
gets
plays
back into
it
lobby.
on this operator.
Or sorry, EFAC gets back into lobby.
So you have a bit of a decision to make as the defense. Do we try to go
good
for a
camps,
two-man
good camps
push?
for
Do we
this
just try to swing him on
blue
that
hit here.
window? But I think getting the information that Cyber's already pushed in, that Handy's moving in as well.
But the King's rotating
they decide
around
to fall
towards
back
Library.
And rely on this utility. That
Yep.
Eyes
Valkyrie
on the
cannon,
BB. Do they
that
match us
Valkyrie
below?
camera
I
could
saw
not
the
be any deeper in
EFAC,
the
but...
rafters.
EFAC's getting ready to fucking shoot this guy. Never mind.
There's no way that FaZe are going to spot that.
Still gets a great amount of visibility. Handy, he can get himself in towards this top floor now. Can start to remove
Salto was
some
shooting
of
the
this
BB.
intel. But a
Yeah.
brilliant shot from
back.
Solotov, a player that's been quite quiet up until this point.
Cyber's really shutting down EFAC on both sides. Like, spawn peaks are one thing, but a switch around the side and like anti-counter alert the fucking roamer, yeah, just hunt him down, kills him. And that's a lack of X
I mean, that's a
factor.
roamer, but
Yeah.
so slow on the actual topic.
Oh
attack.
shit, he's pushing up, Joom? Or Joom crazy play.
Joom picking up the pace a little bit. Some flashbangs flying.
Joom nuts play actually, nuts.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Joom nuts fucking play.
Falcons always seem to start these halves early, but getting everyone involved in round 7, it's about as good a start as we can hope.
And again, the big contribution comes team-wide, but individually, users hitting his shots, being in the right place at the right time, and finding those levels of consistency that we've seen him struggle with throughout Swiss and play-ins. Now is the time that we need to see players like users really coming online. Of course, we expect it from players like June. We expect it from players like Leaky Fack. But big round there from Falcons at the side swap. Still trailed by 1. FaZe with a little bit more to think about going into round 8.
Clean little alert from Cyber. Those long angles were beautiful for Falcons in that round. Solotov with the first kill on that Thorn. Users obviously with that great double that we just saw. Basically just holding the power positions around Library and doing the absolute most they possibly could with them.
Dining, Soulless, Mozzie, Denari.
Defenses. Something the desk
Obviously a pretty good lineup here. They've been kind of really managed a lot of FaZe's aggression in
in
a
particular,
sense.
that's probably one of the hardest ones to do. You've got the Library window, you've got the office balcony window, but you don't have necessarily the focus on piano window like you do.
It's a little hard thinking that somebody don't appreciate
You're
you,
not necessarily applying a lot of direct pressure, and so for Falcons to basically not only avoid those windows, but also hold out around Library, it's a great sign for that site going forward.
Fortunately for Falcons, they can't just play that one side. They have to rotate around. And we are likely going to see the value of those exterior angles increase a little bit as the rounds drive on by. A little bit of a cheeky shock from the drone there.
Jim getting hunted?
Actually catches
with no demos.
With one of his
I'm not necessarily being hunted. Oh, maybe he's getting hunted. Maybe he's getting hunted.
Jim in the shit.
Ooh, I like this.
Missy
cover, bad nitro. That could have been.
They're coming to help him. Jim cuts up, dead.
No,
wow.
There's nothing he can do there. And he tosses a nade through, takes down Joom. Probably the easiest opening pick we've seen FaZe get this series so far. Licky Fack looking to trade it back. Running out of support.
Does not get the headshot on the shield and gets ADS down. Wow.
Just clotheslines him on the retreat. A minute in Falcons could not have gone through a worse reversal from last round to now.
Night and day difference, isn't it? They've lost 3 bodies and they haven't been able to give a single response so far. Cyber comes in with the kill onto Brede.
Really, dude, this is.
Only a few seconds ago I was
his face on Chile.
Brutal. Right now.
Face on Chile is just.
Imagine saying that like a year ago.
I know, right? They just kept spamming. And the craziest thing is the way they make the back good for them is they just kept spamming it in like group stages. They kept spamming it, getting railed, spamming it, getting railed. And they just like learned it. And now they're comfortable on like border Chalet, which is like the opposite of what they were before.
Last round from Falcons' mind.
Massive response there from Faze. Round 1 not going their way on the attack.
How do you like the stage? You like the vibe? You like the aesthetic?
Didn't really change all that much. There was just a bit more of a focus on gathering that information.
I think it probably looks cooler in person. I can't lie.
To be honest, guys, I think I would just fall back stress. We are overestimating the executes, you know? Like the first round was so easy. I think they're probably gonna bend the solos. You can bring the Valk, you can bring Intel, bring the traps, just play together, you know? I feel like
force some late round.
Aggro, the first step, you guys have to be ready to beat 5 fucking players on the first step, you know? Because they don't care if they take 2 minutes to clear you guys. They're gonna clear you guys, okay? So it's up to you guys how you guys wanna play. But I feel like fall back with info to retake, or maybe like a lot of traps can be good, you know? Up to you guys. Okay. But if you guys wanna play aggro,
play info and traps. Info and traps and play layers.
And the games and then we play fallback.
In fact, we play fallback. I'll take kitchen down against everybody.
No, play aggro this round. Play aggro this round.
Aggro this round and then fallback round after. Interesting.
Again, another hectic call, but in a good way.
So EFAC wants to actually fight for at least one more round.
Yeah.
And Julio is trying to say, okay, well, if you want to fight, make sure we're fighting together. Because usually, like, the team secret response that, like, innovated Chalet is the solo bar guy. When he gets threatened, people start running down blue, running through short, running to retake, just fucking bombing bodies.
At their absolute
they need to fucking play
that. This might only be
Rex Slayer, think of the sub. Nathan Pam, think of the sub.
They are playing like they have not missed a step since Paris.
It's a scary thing about this Faze roster. They could get to the finals and play 8 maps. It's just disgusting, isn't it? Because there is just so little that you will have then seen.
Faze with the 8 map pool or 9 map pool, whatever the fuck, how many plays maps they can play. And not only that, Faze with a unbreakable mental, bro. They lost in the worst possible way in 2024. Then in 2025, they got up out of their chairs early. Then in 2026, they got up out of their chairs early again. But like they won those 2 times. So like they are unperturbed, undisturbed, unbothered. They
It's like sensitivity training, bro. Losing like that in 24 is like crazy.
Like no amount of they already have the PTSD, bro. No amount of fucking
introduced in rounds 8 and round 7, and that's where we've seen Faze take a little bit of an advantage.
It's like the opposite of Falcons, actually, if you think about it. Falcons just kept losing.
When you've been a team this long, the rounds all fade together in proportion.
All right, they're running it back. Doom on the solo. Demo's track on the Doom. No shield. Oh, they do have a shield this time. Another hunt. But this time, Julio said, make sure you fucking help him. Replaces the Thorn Trap. No more in pocket.
Does he have a wall this time? He doesn't have a wall. He doesn't have...
And they're hunting him again. Where's the help? Where's the help? Where's the help? His boys with him. Solid. Where blue stairs? EFAC blue stairs. They're helping.
Trying to play like a full 5 and yet Souls.
I mean, hey, 3v3, not bad. They did help. They did help. They forced a 3v3.
That's the shield.
And it works. They get Vida King in handy. 2 important picks. It's better than what we saw before.
It's a 2 for 2 and you've lost your trap operators. Trap operators are great for the early portion of the round. You know what's good for the later portion? A Blackbeard. Faze have definitely come off worse out of that opening engagement, but they've got time now to reset.
There's a zombie for piano, and then he has also C4 for plant stoppage. 1 minute 30. Just depends on how much Faze decides to stall. So it's all up to how long Faze takes to get all the info they need to make their execute plan, because wall is open.
They need to remember what's been the recipe for success there. They've done it together. Reloading.
Plays a full 5.
Brede and Piano has a C4 ready to plant tonight.
The only thing you can do to win against FaZe Clan, no matter what that strategy is, you cannot be a split team. You cannot be a house divided against a team of this caliber.
Ooh, wait, it's not double reinforced Ivy wall. Well, it's actually not bad for Falcons. Piano control will be able to stop half wall plant.
Waste a little bit of time for the attack. They get a drone inside.
Oh, Cyber's walking on this. Sees the ping. Honestly, EFAC's blessed.
Gains information in turn. Might be a worthy trade. Because whatever angle Cyber
when his Soul's gonna get Brede's underneath.
Time's running really low now. Big kill onto Souls. Brede is still
I think he did the materialization peak. I think he did the zombie into peak.
He can easily do it, whether it's Cyber or KDS, but it's gotta land.
Are they gonna flood through? I think they know Brede's underneath. They're gonna flood through.
Needs to buy time.
C4 is useless.
Needs to buy around. Oh, and a death mark tracker on the final player.
Oh, and he thinks he's up, actually.
He's
Oh, good C4! Oh!
It hits his feet, and Cyber immediately
Brady runs
clears
back up.
out. Rotates all the way
Holy shit.
around.
And planting half
Just a
wall.
knife in the heart of Falcons on round 9. Moving it into the post.
Oh,
Cyber
1v1.
catches one.
Demo Strike or no? No Demo Strike.
Remaining, so Cyber just has to win this on intuition.
I wonder if they have any info of
Moving as far
Yeah,
back
both-
as he possibly can.
Pure sound.
This TCSG is a menace at long range. It can be difficult to control, but if it hits Cyber, he is going down.
Posty from blue?
Going down
So this is such a big round. This is match point or still in the game.
Yep.
Bride taking this as slow as Faze take their attacks, and yet Cyber giving not a bit of information.
Yeah, Brid's really not
moving
giving
a
himself a
muscle.
chance here.
Not moving an inch as Bride trying, struggling.
Oh, does not know where he is. He doesn't know he's in library.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And Cyber snuffs it out by just making him
Wow.
afraid.
Oh, got you, Bridge.
Wow, match point Faze.
Fear alone.
Holy shit.
Bride not even attempting the bait.
Now they play the layers.
To disable that diffuser. A big piece of utility that was working against Bride in that clutch. A bulletproof camera, often played by Falcons on those main stairs, hacked by Brava in the opening portion of the round. All of that information just being...
Well, chat, you have to
pushed
realize,
right
chat, like,
over
Bride is
to
not
Cyber,
terrible. He just has
enabling to
no
play as
info.
far back as
Zero
he did.
info.
As soon as I saw him
He has
retreat, I was
no
like,
idea
"What's
because
info?"
we get to
There's no
see
way Cyber puts
spectator
that much
outlines.
space between him and the
He,
diffuser.
I will say he was
Exactly
pretty
what is
slow.
going on.
Yeah.
They have got info on that post.
He was
time.
definitely
Bride,
slow.
He knew that.
A little bit more pep in the step.
Yeah. In his defense, though, like, typically Brazilian teams and FaZe play a lot more aggro. Like, even in situations like that. Only NA teams really play like that back.
Since Clubhouse.
Yeah, I suppose.
But now it puts FaZe in a very
Possible round to win,
position.
yeah. No,
Although
not really impossible.
who knows
just, like, he
what
thought he
like Brid was hearing and thinking.
didn't,
what
he
the
thought
last
Cyber was like, up
comps
close. Yeah.
So patient from Cyber in that clutch as well. The confidence to go that far away from the diffuser and just know you'll be okay. You just cannot get there without the kind of experience that Cyber has, that FaZe have, to support that player, to support each other. Falcons will get to play bar in games one more time. Thankfully, the site's now unlocked. But it's looking like this might just be a 7-4, even if Falcons get this. Because FaZe are playing like they want, for this roster, the first major trophy, like they need it. Like 2 hammers are not good enough. They have a little bit more to prove, especially as the last Brazilian team. Try and cement themselves as one of the greats.
Round 10. Will it be here, or will Falcons hold on for a little bit longer? Clubhouse is a very close affair. So far on Chalet, it's gone kind of as we expected for a team like FaZe with this level of record on this map. Users going to be a little bit on his own at the moment.
Happy towel for library corner clear here.
But does need to be cautious.
Getting ready to
His
util
location
dub.
is very likely known. And the drone will move through and start to confirm that. Just gets baited out of position ever so slightly. But he's nowhere to go here, Lynx.
Oh my god. Users loves falling off this way as opposed to... Oh, good play by Users!
Yeah.
2?
Oh.
And he's... Wow, and he's able to just stay here.
Now understand
Comfy,
that just
comfy.
one round separates
Holy moly.
them from survival and death.
He gets back.
They'll take the aggressive line.
He's actually the king of library corner, bro.
Decimate the Capital utility. Zoom.
Holy fuck.
Barely takes any
New
damage
style.
from that M4. KDS will fall off the window in response. FaZe for the first time, it feels like this whole half really at a deficit. But Souls,
As Users finally dead.
Azami, she was destined to die.
Library
in
corner
library.
gone,
It was
stock
not
gone.
when, not if.
Direct plant
And that goes
is...
so much util, bro.
There's 2 C4s, so direct plant's not necessarily free, but...
Dude, if Salsa just stayed holding that angle,
Guess
bro.
what? King had that in his possession. So if FaZe want to try and plant this round, they're going to have to go and recover it. Fortunately, they've got the time to do so. But whereas we saw Falcons play aggressively and players all 5 together, they've regressed a little bit.
Library's
a little
lurking.
bit more separate. Hence,
Library
Users
up
not
master
getting
side.
traded out there
The
and
flip,
just ended
the
up
push has
having
been
to
flipped
play his
entirely.
life. Cyber now moving through the top of this office area. He's got a good
Oh.
line over onto Library.
Damn.
Just needs to land the shot, but he's getting peppered left and right.
They're going... Oh, good nade. What the fuck?
FaZe Clan as they quickly move into Ivy.
Wow, Solotov. Holy shit.
Damn.
Falcons just decide to lock in. 4 kills in 1
Offensive, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
to keep them alive.
Falcons staying in this game by the skin of their teeth right now. 4-6. They cannot afford to slip up once. FaZe will walk away with the map and the series if that happens. Falcons need to be flawless from here on out.
It's just like grand finals. I
rounds
agree.
To try and cement
Wow.
an overtime and give
This is
themselves
also second map, but yeah, this is
another
fucking.
opportunity. They had an
You were
opportunity
just so
on
used to seeing these
Clubhouse.
guys.
Yeah, it's like near grand finals or near grand
They are
finals.
not going to be able to afford
I mean,
to do the same
realistically,
again
it's like.
here on Chalet.
Well,
So far,
I don't know. Do you think Falcons or FaZe are going to grand finals on this side of the bracket?
they've picked him around. But they need
If
to
I
do
wasn't
it
a hot
again.
and cold fan, yes. But
Just the 1 round. Just the 1
You're a
round
hot
they picked
fan,
up
so
so
wild
far.
card wins the
the
major.
wild card wins the major.
2
yes.
more times.
Wild card wins the major.
2 more defenses. 6 minutes against FaZe with everything on the line. Down to kitchen and dining. Falcons, who've been committing a decent bit to playing aggressive on these roams, to holding these
Chad.
power positions. It's
Or
worked
I'm
on
down.
our
He gets
games
to
twice.
witness me
Been
being a
really,
fan,
really
bro.
good.
He gets to witness me being a
It's
fan,
these
bro.
other sites that have proven tricky, that have proven problematic when FaZe have a bit more room, it seems. Maybe to find holes in these defenses. KDS now marching over towards Ivy window.
Oh, this
Same
is another thing
position,
that
different
FaZe, I
operator
really
we saw
like what
last time.
FaZe
Instead,
do
him
on this
picking
map,
up the
though,
shield.
is their snowball player is like
They're bringing the
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard to the party right now. Some later cams being sent
No,
out.
oh,
from
on
Solid.
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
I mean,
highway.
yeah,
They were
you can just sit
spamming.
there.
They were spamming Blackbeard, and then when Blackbeard gets banned, they put Sense there, which is obviously the more default pick.
You should
Yeah.
do though. Because FaZe
No, actually makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
You get to like sit there for info, right?
Yeah, and just perma pressure, perma info.
Yeah.
Ooh, they said bathroom? Okay, the prep says bathroom window has no claymore, but Andy is watching
You're
it.
not going to get much of a damage onto it. Maybe a run out of bathroom could be more successful. But that seems a little bit risky, given the stakes right now.
The fuck just got yinged.
Solotov just wishing
Sight?
I don't know.
he could
Oh,
win that
backstab,
fight,
backstab.
just wishing he had a
Damn.
better
God.
chance. Against a Blackbeard, it's
Oh,
not
oh.
happening. And against
Top
an
4 got
IQ,
so they made
it's
it
caught
look
you
like it was
completely
going to be a
off guard.
master
It's
crunch, and
not
then people
either.
came on library side.
13 and
Beautiful
6
misdirection
right
by
now
FaZe clan.
against Falcons. Another player.
Damn, that
we
could have been a
lured in
huge
by the
knife.
siren song on Ivy window.
Ooh!
Just as powerless to do anything about it.
Defection
Defacting's
corner.
down on the solar
Do they
side.
know? They don't know.
Just sees the head.
Oh, they fucking heard him. No call. Unlucky.
Goes down.
Zoom dies the big window.
As well. Users needing to face a lot
Users?
of resistance. Spots
Big?
Blackbeard. Turn to the side.
One top, one bottom.
On
Yeah.
these defenses.
Not undoable.
And on this
The big
round,
question
he
is, do
might
they
just
choose
be
to
the
consolidate, or do
only
they choose to try to leave one up
player
top?
The good thing about this is
I think
Usa's
you
dealt
gotta
with the players
play
that
it
are
just like
inside the
this, and
building
you
right
hope
now.
whoever
rest of
gets the
FaZe,
2
they're on
guys
the
wins it
periphery.
out.
Yeah.
They're the ones that were trying to hold these cutoffs.
Brit needs
We
to
do
win
have
his 1,
Handy
Users
at
needs to win his
Snowdome.
2.
We do have Souls on Solar Repel.
Oh,
Andy
wait, they're
versus
still so
Users.
separated.
You have to
Office,
now make
Solar.
Oh, Handy's booking it. Repel it at the same time. Oh.
Can't land the shot. Another attempt.
3v1 Brede to keep Falcons alive in the tournament.
And so we come to Brede, who stuns himself back into the site.
Wow.
One player outside trophy window.
Oh.
Three
guy down your solar,
engagements,
buddy.
and he cannot mess up. Grim and Dokkaebi going for the double swing. Brede sees one. Cans the
Brede!
shot, but he can't
No!
connect.
Falcons!
Oh, sprint.
FaZe have made corner after corner.
Falcons.
And unfortunately,
Go down,
Falcons
FaZe.
are just another
Make it to
brick
top
in
4
the
at the
wall.
major. Holy
FaZe
moly.
2-0.
Unfortunate for Falcons.
Into the semis.
Might not
Holy
have played
shit.
the most maps here at Salt Lake, but they have had the biggest impact so far.